Down there. Go back to this. See how this is the... Oh, shoot, I got the volume on the TV, and I don't want that. Okay. Oakley dokley. I'm gonna give it a second, let some people try to show up here for a second. Alright, this is on. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, it's hearing me. That's working. Cool, everything's working the way I want it to. Or at least it's supposed to be. Give it a quick second. And whilst I also wait a second, we're gonna pour a little bit of pop or soda, whatever the hell you want to call it. Pour a little bit in this cup. Oh, beautiful. None went where I didn't want it to. Though looking at it, because of the cream soda and how like the perfect fizziness that it is, it looks like a beer, even though it's not. Kind of funny. I like it a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the Neo. Neo was looking for my Wiimote. Doing this Coliseum today. It says it's ranked 2. I don't know why it's saying it's ranked 2. I haven't done any of it. I mean, I thought you kind of had to like do them for it to rank up. But I don't know. For some reason, it's that way. And I also wanted to show as well that should be storage. Oh, nope. I meant check storage. No, go back. So I got this organized a tiny bit more. Like, I didn't really do too much, but like pretty much everything that is here right now, these are all like level 100, has items that I'd want them to use. And the newest members, I don't think I had my tan growth included as well. But like, this is my tan growth. I believe it's got these two for egg moves. And I do like it quite a bit. It's brave. And it is chlorophyll, so if I get the sunset up, that'd be cool. Hey there, Lugia. So this is my tan growth that I got going. This is my Leafeon. So if I also had sunset, it'd be pretty nice. This is not my baton passer. That one's still level 45. That one's gonna have a way to go if I even attempt to use it. But this is the Leafeon that I do have set up right now. And then I got a Bronzong as well. This, if I use it, like I'm gonna use it for fun because I like Bronzong. That's what its stats look like. It's not perfect, but I like it. And it's got the big root. I kind of wanted it because I'm going to be going with a Hypnosis Dream Eater, which I know probably sounds atrocious and kind of like playing with luck doing that. But I don't mind that. I'm okay with fiddling around with that. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing with that. And then we are going to get... I want to get these battles started now. Coliseum battle, Shapra. And then we are going to go to Neon. The other one that's available, it looks like, is Crystal. The Crystal Coliseum. Tournament with 16 contestants. The winner will be able to challenge a Coliseum leader. I will do that one next. After I do Neon. Because Neon is one that I feel like is going to end up probably lasting a little bit longer. Battle style, double battle? Oh, hell yeah. This is going to be... Actually, is that a choice? Do I get to choose which one this is? Hold on. No. Maybe I don't get to choose. Oh, I guess not. Okay. So yeah, confirm. This is doubles. And we are going to still use this. I think this will be able to do well, and I think having my Intimidator as well, I think is going to have good synergy with a lot of the mons that I have there. Pikachu fan Alyssa. Alright. How to use Pokemon Wheel in a Fortune battle. Your Pokemon and your opponents will be mixed. Pokemon that will enter the battle are chosen by the wheel. So I know I have to do this, and I start it, and then I need to hover it over, and it's not like I just hover over it and then just bam and it picks it. It is going to like drop a, I'm gonna call it, I guess you'd probably call it like a puck or something, but it doesn't drop immediately. It'll be like, and like look like it's going down. So this is... Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the opponent's mons and then I see my own, and this is just upsetting. I hope I, at minimum, get my Salamence and my Metagross. Those are the two that I think I would want. If not Metagross, then Roserade as my first two picks. Oh my gosh, look at that wheel. That's atrocious. Oh, I forgot how fast it spins. There's Salamence. Okay, so we got it there. Okay, I got Roserade. I'm happy about that. Oh, you have my Metagross. This happened so often to me when I was playing before. Breloom is not bad. Okay, Luxio's cool. I'm fine with that. Oh, I got my Salamence. I'm happy. And you got your POS Beedrill. Okay. Oh, no. Bastiodon, that's fine. Okay, I'm sort of happy. I mean, I would imagine it's probably like... does it have something to do with hitting the home button? I can imagine it's going to be something on the lines of that. Oh, I just did not like how that went. I'm going to win, so... I still love my freaking... my things. Okay, so we got... let's go with... Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I'm gonna hope... Let's try to see if I outspeed my Metagross and we can get it to Spore. So Sludge Bomb, I'm not surprised you're faster. Press 2 Pokemon before the one. Press 2 Pokemon before the one you're after. I mean, maybe. This is gonna work. Spore. Okay, so I am faster. Thank goodness. This is like it's gonna be so hard trying to be strategic and doing this stuff. And then Beedrill. I don't know who Beedrill's gonna try to aim for.
However, this battle is just getting started.
Let's see if I can get Focus Punch on Metagross. This is high hopes. This is probably like one of the worst gambles I can probably take right now. But I'm hoping that Beedrill tries to hit, you're asleep. Who are you twin needling? No, the one... See, this is why, like, I'm wondering if, like, I'm kind of wondering if this game, if they can read if they can read you. Like, this is so sad. Let's Sludge Bomb Beedrill, and then I'm going to Mach Punch Beedrill, because I want that thing dead. And then I hope Metagross sleeps one more turn. The last time I kind of tried hoping to rely on sleep being good to me. Oh no, not a Citrus Berry, that's not cool. And then you're Life Orb, so yeah, damn it. Can we? Yes. Was that a crit? Let me check. That felt like a crit. Critical hit. Okay, I was gonna say that. I don't think that was gonna kill at all. Woke up. Oh no. Iron Head. Okay. Ouch. Jeez. I got a good Metagross. I can't even be upset. Like it's a fucking baller. I'm gonna go with Carnivine. Because I think... There's one more Mon that has to come out, and I think she had it, yeah, physical attacker. I'm going to switch out to Men's. This might not be my best decision. Are you fucking... This... What the... What are you... You're... Oh, this might be a bad idea. Oh, that is like the shittiest Carnivine. That's gross looking. Spit... and it's got double team. I don't want to be like... I don't want to be a double teamer. But I can at least try to cut you down a little bit. Iron Head. I hope you hit freaking... Yeah, I want to see... I want to see Carnivine gone. That was dumb. And then... I mean, granted, I say I want it gone, but there I go, using Ingrain. But like, what... Really not too much else I can do. Avalanche. Who are you going to hit with that? That's fine. Oh, I was kind of hoping it was going to die there. Damn it, Carnivine, why you? But I can at least try to go for a Fire Blast on Metagross, and I know I'll outspeed, so that's nice. And I literally have like no choice but like to just try to get myself stronger. I'm so glad Fire Blast hit. I think that's a knockout too. Super effective. Oh no, can we get a burn? Please burn. No? Okay, well, at least it's not using Ice Punch. If it was using Ice Punch, I'd be SOL. Oh my god, though. Iron Head is doing so much. Carnivor's gonna be so damn useless. And then, can you use Taunt on who? I mean, Carnivine literally just became the definition of useless. Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna try to knock out this Metagross because that is... I mean, do they consider Spit Up? I'm gonna say, okay, I guess I consider Spit Up freaking damage. I feel like that... I almost feel like that in some parallel universe that'd be considered freaking a status move. Because I think Metronome's the same way. I think Metronome's treated as a... So have some fun on Pokemon Stadium, right? Oh, dude, I forget. I love Stadium. I'm still training my Mons using blue version, but I want to get my yellow team because I want to use yellow team, or my yellow team, for the gyms and everything else. And this is fine. I'm okay with using Breloom for this next section of it. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be playing Stadium again, but I gotta wait till I get my stuff raised up. Also, I am so upset that freaking Carnivine has lasted as long as it did. Oh, and I did not realize freaking Breloom is dead. My goodness. We are going to Leech Seed Bastiodon, and Carnivine is going to be a disappointment. Because I have like nothing else I can really do right now. And I mean, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, I think will do the job. No reason why I won't stay alive. And I don't remember if my taunt wore off. Use taunt. Okay, so I'm glad I got that off when I did. Carnivine, I sort of don't like that you are alive right now. It feels just cruel. This feels cruel. And then we're going to, yep, Giga Drain you. And... okay, so yeah, still, I mean, we're just gonna spit up for nothing. Can that do a decent amount? I hope it does. I mean, that's fine. I don't know if that means it'll be knocked out next turn, though. But, like, jeez fucking Louise. Carnivine, you're useless.
Carnivine still can't pull off a move.
Man, oh, freaking man.
Its speed fell.
Oh no, Rock Tomb. I'm a little surprised it used Rock Tomb. You were using Avalanche for so long. What made you stop? Concept, but man, if I had freaking... I don't remember. I think it would, but like if Roserade were to be knocked out and Carnivine would be left, does that mean it would pass the Leech Seed over to it, or does the Leech Seed technically fade? I'd have to look into that. Okay, so no matter what, this Bastiodon is Dunyan Rings. Because it doesn't have any multi-hit moves, and even if it did, it'd be like Earthquake or Rock Slide, and that's not going to matter. It failed to spit up a thing. Yeah, because I have nothing. Why do you keep hitting Carnivine, and I don't know why, because, like, my freaking Roserade hits you. But the AI, I would imagine they maybe have the AI not being, like, insane, because they know that you're probably coming in with something decent. And they're gonna be like, we can't just start you off by, like, getting you, screwing you over. We'll ease you into getting screwed over. I know I wore these Pikachu ears for nothing. What? No. I mean, the ears are cute, I guess. But, I mean, if you thought the ears were going to be, like, distracting or something, then yeah, you wore them for nothing. You're a fool. Joey, all Fire-type team? Okay. Now I kind of feel like I don't want my Metagross. I know how to play the freaking wheel. Play the wheel. Alright. Okay, now this is kind of one of those times where I don't think I want my, oh my gosh, there are so many mons I would not want in this scenario. Let's see, Dragonite. I do want my Dragonite. Oh no, I got Metagross, the one I was like, oh no, Dragonite, not good. Breloom, mixed feelings on Breloom. Oh, and of course you are getting like all the freaking ones, man. Salamence, alright, that's what I wanted. I wanted my Salamence. Combuskin. I think I actually want... I think I want his Magmar. Or not Magmar, Slug, or Macargo. Monferno, I mean, Monferno could probably work. But I feel like if I want to use Monferno, I would want it to be paired with Salamence. Just to help make it a little bit stronger, or more defensive, with the assistance from Intimidate. So let's check. Let's go. No, not Agility. We are going to go Ice Punch on you. And I'm going to Spore the Chimchar. I think this is my best bet. I can hope he's going to try to... Okay, E-Speed. It's not going to kill. But then... So yeah, Spore and Chimchar, that's nice. Can deal with that. So yeah, well, I know like sometimes there's like, they'll treat like some moves that like have, you know, like some moves, it should be status, but sometimes they're just like, nah, why would that be status? And you're like, but is it not? Alright. Also, whoever designed the cap on this bottle, the plastic capping on this bottle, sucks. Taking it off is hard. So let's go with Zen Headbutt on the Combuskin. And I want to... Might be a bad idea. I'm gonna try to Focus Punch Chimchar. I'm gonna hope this were... Who are you quick attacking? Son of a bitch! I swear the game can read your team and stuff. Oh, this is malarkey. But whatever, Combuskin gets sent to the Shadow Realm, so whatever. Toodaloo, buckaroo. And then I think his last one was Ponyta, so I'm not like crazy scared right now. The Focus Punch failed because stupid. And then Ponyta, I do like the way the fire looks in this. I think Zen Headbutt is the idea, and I'm going, you know, I'm just gonna play it safe, and we're gonna Mach Punch the Chimchar. I'm just not wanting to play around and getting me all visibly upset. Really? If I would have known that was going to be the case, I would have done that from the start. But hindsight's 20/20, so oh well. And then that, oh, and you know what? I bet you Life Orb, I'm like not thinking about it too much. Oh yeah, that's what it will. And I don't know if that would truly be the case, because like this is Genius Sonority. And I know that they just genuinely do a good job when it comes to like making teams and stuff. But I feel like Genius Sonority is one where they would be like, I don't want to like, we don't want to make a game where you feel like you're being cheated. And then we will continue. Because depending on how this goes, I might want to do it like twice. Leader in Training Jessica. Jessica, what are you two? So you got, look at that, these two are side by side. I wish you could like poke on them like before hitting start, like you could check. Oh, okay, nope, we're just gonna start. Wigglytuff, Pachirisu, Kricketune. Okay, I hope to get Dragonite. Wigglytuff, that is worse. Breloom, Shucky darn. Oh, this sucks. What? Oh, I need my Metagross. Why did it give me Scizor? I feel like that wasn't even close to that. Oh, this is gonna be... This is gonna be bad. Oh, no. This is not good for me. Well, you know what? For the few that may be here now, and for those that are in the future, I'd appreciate it if you, son of a bitch. I would feel very appreciated if you left a like or something, as I have a horrible time right now trying to possibly deal with this shit.
And the curtain is up.
Oh no, if Sing misses, I'm gonna feel bad. Because I know he's gonna aim for Wigglytuff. Leech Life. Leech Life? Oh my gosh, that... Wow. I mean, like, I am one for, like, I don't mind using Leech Life in, like, casual at mist shit.
It's attack.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. I know you're hitting Wigglytuff. What? What? Okay. You know what? Let's do... Hold on, no. Let's do Sing still on... Because I don't think they switch out until the turn is finished. We're still gonna hit Breloom. If they keep using Focus Punch, okay, no. But they also didn't use Mach Punch.
A beautiful attack.
So I'm a little lost as to what it is that's gonna be done right now then. Oh, and of course now Sing wants to freaking land, so that's...
It fell asleep.
whatever. Seed Bomb on...
Big hit.
I mean, okay. Oh my gosh, my Breloom is so good.
Death blow.
Oh, this is no bueno. Who... Okay, so I mean, that's at least nice that that's happening. This could work.
Scizor is sent out.
This could work.
The blue corner trails slightly when comparing the number of...
I'm gonna Swords Dance,
But the battle has just begun.
and we are gonna Silver Wind again on Breloom. I'm gonna hope for... Who are you punching? Because you know you're gonna die. That's why you did that, because now you get the Life Orb damage, and then Silver Wind's going to most likely hit here. Also, wait, Scizor is naturally faster than their Butterfree? They must have a crappy Butterfree. We get a knockout here? Please knock it out. Please knock it out. Oh, I wish you knocked it out. Kricketune fast asleep, this is fine. Tailwind petered out.
Both corners still have a chance.
I kind of just want to see Breloom gone, so we're going to Bullet Punch it. Hope Effect Spore does not do anything. And I'm going to set up a Tailwind again, because I'm not scared of Kricketune. If I can. Okay, so we can. Golly, that's such a good freaking Mach Punch. Oh, and you know what? Now, does that mean if Bullet Punch hits Kricketune, I'm okay with this too.
Show you, you never know what will happen at a Pokemon battle.
Okay, so it does. Okay, thank you, Jeebus.
Slammed him.
Is that a knockout? That is a knockout. Cool.
Taken down.
Goodbye, dilly whoop. Alright, so let's see. I mean, did I Tailwind? I did. Okay, this is killer. I like this. Tailwind blew from behind your team.
Dragonite is sent out.
So we are definitely sleep powdering you.
Salamence is sent out.
And we are going to Bullet Punch Salamence. I think. Because Salamence is the one that had... Oh, Dragonite also has Fire Punch. Man, this is definitely like a damned if you do, damned if you don't moment. And I don't like this. Bullet Punch. I know it's only +1, but can we please do some Myrtleizing?
Salamence.
Oh no. I was kind of hoping with like the hasty nature that was going to do something. Oh, Butterfree, I needed you for stuff.
It couldn't take it.
This Butterfree must have a speed lowering nature because that was not cool. And then wow, just double Outrage. That should take that well though.
Smacked down by Outrage.
Okay, I took it pretty fine. I can't be. I still have the Tailwind, I
Is
believe.
sent out. In terms of the number of
So let's
remaining
go. We're gonna go
Pokemon,
Bullet Punch
50-50,
again on the men's.
Both sides still have a chance
Spark,
to win.
Sweet Kiss, Growl. This is my best bet. So Bullet Punch, knock out Salamence.
Slammed him.
So Salamence is gone, and now all you have is Dragonite.
It's down.
I can have two hopes right now. One, Sweet Kiss lands and I'm faster. Or, okay, Outrage, Sweet Kiss. What? I don't remember if this is Confusion or Sleep. I hope it's Sleep. Confusion, hurt yourself. Oh no, you have Lumberry. Oh no. Oh no, and you hit that first. Oh, sweet merciful baby Jeebus. Oh golly. This is gonna be hard. Scizor. I had so much hope for you, and you have Spark. And the Tailwind petered out.
Both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
This is my only hope, is just Spark. Hope for crit. Oh no. Well, I mean, shit. That was just bad. I mean, they had two of my best mons. I don't know what to do about that. Like, there's no... You know what? For this, I am going to... Oh, Luxury Ball. I love that that's in the back. Hey, man, that's not cool. One day I will become a Coliseum leader. Shut up. You're a jerk. Alright. You know what? Let's try it again. I guess since I have the points. But if I do this again, like, if I don't make it through, like, they get, like, all my best mons again, I'm gonna change what my team is a little bit. And put some, like, just make it to where I think it won't be, like, if I miss two of them, I'm, like, going to just eat shit. Okay, Roserade. I got your stunky biscuits. Oh, and you got my Scizor. And your Kricketune. And you got my Dragonite again. Oh dear Jesus. Salamence though, okay, that kind of makes me feel a little bit better. As long as they do not set my Dragonite up with a D-Dance, I could see it going kind of fine-ish. I don't like that they have my Scizor. I really don't like they have my Scizor. Coliseum leader. It's very difficult. Yeah, who knows?
This is an important battle.
Roserade and Scizor?
Can afford to give up in this battle.
I'm gonna Agility here. I do feel like it's gonna be useful. Roserade, there's not too much you can do to Metagross. And if I can set up Metagross with speed, and then just hope for the best. Your Scizor is the one I'm afraid of the most.
And now,
Bullet Punch, probably. Yeah. Really? Okay. I mean, you know the threat. I get that. Roserade uses Giga Drain. Gosh, you really know the threat. Okay. I was gonna say Silver Wind won't miss unless they had Red Powder. They remember their Red first call. See, I think it's right. No, this is weirdly. This is rank 2. Even though I haven't done anything with this, this is rank 2. I don't understand why, but yeah, this is not rank 1. Unless it's because of how well I've done in some of the other Coliseums, and that I have one of them at rank 5 right now. Maybe it thinks that it needs to try to make it harder for me. I don't know. So let's... Why would I? I would just slash... whatever, Scizor. Because, I mean, Zen Headbutt is gonna knock you out. No worries there. They still get it no matter rank now. Okay. So, Roserade, not too scared of you. And I'm now not scared of Dragonite just because I have Ice Punch and I'm gonna outspeed for sure now. And you did not use Bullet. Oh, don't Swords Dance. Please be infatuated. Mobilized by love. Hell yeah. Dragonite, we are not scared. Ice Punch, Dragonite. Caused me so much strife before. And then Scizor. Oh, Jessica, don't be smart like that. I don't like that, Jessica. Oh, and you have Roselia. Okay, I am definitely not scared anymore. Because I still have 2 others after this. And one of them is Salamence, and if I can get Salamence to switch out when that Scizor's out, I won't be scared. And then Slash... Oh, and you're doing it in that place, so... Good. That's something. And then, what are you, Black Sledge? Black Sledge, okay. I mean, at least I don't have, like, crap items, so if you ever get them. And then, I think I do have more to fear from Scizor, so I'm gonna get rid of Scizor, even though Roselia would be an easy knockout right now. I'm not scared of Roselia. We need to, though, get rid of, Scizor, and at minimum, let's try to get some of those sweet flinches. Oh, and if I would have known you were faster, I would have attracted again. Probably should have. killer. Like I said, I know we're praying for hacks, but oh well. Purely by the book, not standing fair. Yeah, it. Well, and I know Gen 2 is one of those. Well, unless Flash. If you're playing Stadium 1, I know like Stadium 1 is all about the. Stadium 1 and 2 are both kind of where like you have to. You kind of gotta be you gotta be definitely like the way you would not play against a human. You kind of don't care about the morals when it comes to playing against the comm player. You don't care. Right? I just want to get my W. I want my trophies, and I'm not gonna the trophy the comm player's not gonna get mad. X Scissor? I mean, I'm not like scared of X Scissor. All right. That's what happens when you say you're not scared of X Scissor, and then you have reasons to be scared of X Scissor. Biscuits. And absorb. Okay. Wow, really? Absorb? Man. Okay, so it is Stadium 1. Okay. Man, though, like... I love how I'm not scared of this no more. I should be scared now. But this will be nice though, going out with the Intimidate. So everything's gonna be weaker from Scizor. Might even try to get it to where maybe then they'll try to be. See, now this is where I'm wondering if.
Who's going to take the glory?
A part of me wants to Dragon Dance, but I know that's not necessary. I'm gonna try to risk the potential of missing with Fire Blast. And then I'm gonna just kind of continue with attacking with Roselia. There we go. Because I know that sometimes call it Fire Miss. And then I know it earned that name for a reason. Oh, hello there, 20. Dude, this is, in my opinion, this is the best looking Pokemon game they ever made when it came to like battling and stuff. And then somehow in every game past it, then they downgrade it. But this is also made by the same. This is made by the same company that did Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness, and they put in a shitload of effort when it came to that game. So I totally understand why this looks as good as it does. Like I keep saying it every time I see a Rapidash or a Ponyta, I'm just like, oh, I love how. Oh, how about, you know what? I want to be fancy. Let's go Draco Meteor. I want to see how good this game looks. And then no matter what, because yeah, look how pretty this looks. Like that's Draco Meteor, and that's in an older game. Like now, Draco Meteor is like, yeah, it kind of looks nice, but like that just looks pretty.
It's down and out.
Yes, dude. I don't believe I've played Coliseum on the channel yet. Coliseum is something that I do want to play, and I am able. Actually, yeah, because I want to do that. Because I want to do the, what do you call it? I want to do the Mountain Battle in the game. And I actually, because I have a Game Boy, GBA link cable. So I'm also able to actually, like, do all the fun stuff. I'm able to do all the fun stuff with it, because I can bring in mons from my Emerald, which I have very good mons in my Emerald to that stuff with. Oh, not Corsola. Oh, and Dragonite again. Biscuits. Okay, Metagross. I'm happy about Metagross. Let's see. I kind of want my Salamence again. I thought it gave me Metapod. I was about to be like, well, I guess I'll go fuck myself. Sweet. Okay, I got the team that I pretty much want. Oh, and you got Metapod. Yes. Oh, I'm a happy camper. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Jeebus. I am happy now. Dude, and these Coliseums just all like just the way like everything looks so nice, and it's so clean. And I'm playing this on the Wii U, so this is also like the best way to play this. Are the Wii and DS able to connect? So, oh yeah, that's how I have my team. The team. So like if you actually oh, you know what? I also never freaking talk about it. In my Discord, or I have Discord, and I have a Discord server, and it is in my description, so you can actually go and join it if you use Discord. But I use I'm just gonna substitute. Why not? And then we are going to agility and hope that Dragonite doesn't just start with Fire Punch. Outrage, this is fine. So I have a Discord. And in my Discord, I believe it's Show My Stuff Nintendo, or one of those. I've actually been showing like my progress in raising the mons that I plan on using in this game.
Its speed rose.
Yeah, I did. Player NPC. Yeah, oh yeah, like getting the W is getting the W. But I also still like making it like. I like making it nice though when playing against another player, just because I know like I like having good relationships with people, and that's just a me thing. Not saying I'm right or wrong for it. I like to keep things nice and civil, and I also know that I don't want to do things to other people that I absolutely cannot stand. But that's also, like I said, that's just kind of me though. And we are 1000% going to hit the Dragonite. But yeah, so in my Discord there are images of like all the mons that I pretty much like recently have been raising, and like what my like big players were gonna be. Like recently, like my last 3 editions were Tangrowth, Leafeon, and Bronzong. And I just like, if you saw in my community post, I showed those off, and you know they're like, these are future mons to use. But in Discord, I've been like keeping up to date, like when I have a new mon that I got to level 100. Because I still actively play like pretty much. I keep up with all of my Gen 1 through 5 games, because I do. As I mentioned earlier as well, I was playing Stadium, and I'm still currently raising my mons that are in Stadium, because I want to get them to level 100 so I can use them for the Gym Leader Castle and the I forget what the cup is for it, but you know, the one where there's no limits or whatever on it. I still play all these games, the older ones, legitimately. So like for me, like, and like I'm using my Wii U, and actually at the beginning of this, no, I did not show it at the beginning of this, but like, yeah, I used my DS and I used my Wii U and I connected them, and that's how I copied the games, the Pokemon on here. You know what? I want to Aerial Ace, Metapod, and then we are going to Iron Head the Tough. That's how I want to do it. But yeah, so like I very much like I still actively play all these older games, and it's kind of because I like that there's more to do with these older games. Like I like that I can play Coliseum and XD, and if I'm like doing stuff with Emerald, Ruby Sapphire, Fire Red Leaf, whatever, that also, like, what I do in there can affect another game where I can do cool stuff with it. Because, like, you know, like, trying to EV train Mons in Coliseum and XD, not exactly the easiest. And, like, the leveling up in it, not exactly the fastest. But I can, once you're able to, transfer them to my Emerald where I can do it a little bit faster. Or, you know, just have Mons that are in my Emerald that are EV trained and whatever, and just send them to those and, you know, get map battle and other stuff done. I would rather be doing that stuff. Okay, let's try to get stuff that I want. Metagross, I'm very happy about that one. God damn, everybody keeps getting my Dragonite, and I don't like it. Corsola again. Butterfree. Okay, well, Butterfree I have mixed feelings on, because Butterfree can actually still give me problems. I would have liked having Salamence up front. Oh no, not the Breloom. Scizor I'm happy about, because I think my Scizor should still do fine against Dragonite, because they seem to be picking Outrage a lot when it comes to it. Found out from Roberto, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Voice actors. Gnarly. Well, I love, and I know, like, it's such an early 2000s thing, and it's so Guy Fieri, but, like, I still non-ironically love the, like, the flame look. I'm actually gonna Rock Tomb Butterfree, because Butterfree could probably knock it out. Outrage, this is fine, and you're hitting Metagross. I don't know why. Oh, Outrage, you don't get to pick. Outrage just does Outrage things. But yeah, so like, yeah, they still have connectivity with the DS games. Like, what I want to do also is I want to get my wife to play through Platinum at the same time I do. And I would love to make it like a series or something where like she and I like will come onto this game and we can battle, because you can battle also using your DSs as well, and use this game so like the DSs act as like controllers. And you could battle on here, and I want to do that with her. But she doesn't like she's weird. She doesn't like the older Pokemon games. She likes the newer ones. She likes the 3D. She likes the nicer, like she doesn't like she's not a fan of like how the music typically goes. Who should I be more scared of right now? I think I'm more scared of Breloom right now. And then we're gonna Rock Tomb Dragonite. Let's see how this goes. Okay, Zen Headbutt landed. I'm happy about that. Killer. Like dude, my Breloom is one of my like the mons that I'm scared of. And Salamence is my other one. I made my Salamence so fucking well. And it hurts so good when I see it on the other side, because I'm like, I know you're gonna make it hard. But if I had you, I would make it easy. And then Miss Rock Tomb. That's great. That's what I want in life. And then what you had, yeah, Wigglytuff last. That's fine. So now we're gonna punch the daylights out of Dragonite, and Corsola is probably gonna be a disappointment again. Let's see what happens. It'd be nice if Nintendo would get a second team that would make an exclusively single-player game that was comparable to Coliseum and XD, where you have a deep story. Dude, the problem is they go for like, they don't go for great companies now. What is it? They went to a fucking I shouldn't probably swear too much, but like, what? I'm like trying to catch myself, because I also have to get in a mindset right now. I'm gonna help out my wife and her churchy friends, because they're doing a lock-in on Friday, and they want to have like a video game section for it. And their thoughts so far were gonna be, well, we're gonna have 2 TVs and we have 2 Switches, and we're gonna just hope that works. And I'm gonna be like, and I was like, I have other stuff they can do as well. They don't have to just do they don't have to just have 2 Switches. I was like, I have options for these kids. And they were like, yeah, go for it. And I was like, do you guys want a projector? I have a projector too. And they're like, that might be pushing it. And I was like, alright, whatever, your choice. But yeah, so like the companies they go for, like when they made BDSP, I'm pretty sure they went with a and like there's nothing like wrong with like the company itself, but like, why did they go for like a mobile game maker or something? I was like, that's what bothered me the most, is sweet, my Dragonite's on my side. Spinda, that's fine. Apom, less fine. Butterfree, this is okay. Got my Mence, okay. Scizor, okay. Metagross, okay, that's the one I wanted. And Riolu, that's fine. Okay, in what word? The ER is pronounced different than how you put it in his case. I don't know what and what.
From the blue corner,
for some reason, I'm like, I don't understand what's happening here.
and from the red corner, Spinda,
Dragon Dance, and then Apom. Is Apom holding something? I'm gonna use Snatch. I have a feeling that like Spinda's gonna try to like set up or something. I don't know. Waits for its target to make a move, and I want to. Oh. What? Oh, I don't like that. I learned something today. Oh, okay. Man, I can't read. But yeah, I did not know I was saying that wrong. I think Game Freak intentionally made the remake come out like it did to make Arceus look all bad. The problem is my issue is not the way it looks. I absolutely adore how it looks. I think it's... I'm not wanting to say like it's cute, but like I love the chibi look. Did I just... Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't just try to astonish a freaking... Whatchamacallit, but no. I want to, I love the chibi style. I thought it was awesome. And like, the battle still looked stagnant as shit. So that wasn't fun. And if you're going to go for that chibi style and everything else, then one of the things that they needed to do was they needed to not have it be like a free, like they needed to go back to like the tile walking. Like if you take one step, you take a tile step. If you go, you know, whatever. They needed to stick to that, because like navigating was the hardest fucking part. And if you did it, you had to use like the D-pad, and even then it still felt like wrong to do it. So just like there was just a whole bunch wrong with how it really went. Cherry berry. I mean, I have a Lumberry, so I know Dragonite's gonna be fine. Lumberry heal. Now I gotta be a little more cautious with Outrage, but I don't think we'll have to be crazy concerned. And they had... Did they have Scizor? They did. Okay, this will be nice. I almost got rid of... I almost replaced... Because I used to have Thunder Punch on Dragonite, and I switched it out for Fire Punch because it was more helpful in the Elite Four while I was training. Now I kind of don't care about it. And then I'm going to try to... Hold on, what was I going to use? A star. Okay, let's just keep thieving the Spinda.
Dragonite starts to
Yeah.
attack.
But yeah, no, like I think that when it comes to like when that remake, I don't think they did it on purpose. Because like I said, I think it looked really well. But I do wish they kind of would have went for a different company. And I can only... I would wonder... I wonder if they did it with that company. Because maybe there's some weird like contractual thing that they've done. Because I think they went with the similar or the same company for Unite. And I also do... I could not care any less for freaking Unite. Like I just... Like I played it for a little bit and I didn't... Like it was fine. But when they changed the map, like whatever, like the first time they changed it, because I like got a little bit into it. I liked playing a Slowbro. I had one match where I just had like 2 or 3 people that just kept like coming at me and just was like, I could not move. I was losing everything, and I got knocked out so quickly. And then I was like, wait a minute, what just happened? And I'm like asking the teammates too, because like I was playing on with friends in Discord, and I was like, could somebody help me in telling me what the hell just happened? And they were like, oh yeah, they had an update and tweaked some things, and I'm like, well, they need to like untweak it, because that was atrocious. And at that point I was like, I just don't want to play this game anymore, and I stopped playing it. I never bought anything. I'm not gonna put money toward a freaking free-to-play game. I just think that that's kind of dumb. And I know people do it because, you know, they're like, well, it supports the game, and then they can continue to make it even though it's free-to-play. It's like, I don't like, if it's free-to-play, you're making it free-to-play for a reason, and I kind of want to just leave it at that. But then it's like, no, you gotta pay to help do shit. Or when you pay for stuff. Like, I don't feel cool buying skins. I don't care about skins. I don't care about outfits. Which apparently is, like, sacrilege to say that. But, like, I just don't care. Skiploom. Okay, that's Subflora. That's fine. Salamence, I'm happy about this. Okay. My Metagross, I'm happy about this. Breloom. Okay, I'm a little scared. Why did you give me Roselia? That should have been Dragonite, and they got my Dragonite. I think this is gonna... I think this is gonna tell me that I'm gonna have my first move be Dragon Dance for Salamence, because I do need to make sure that I have good speed and attack, because I am going to need to one-shot so many of these mons. And it's kind of a waste of an Intimidate, because those are 2 special attackers. And Roselia, my Roserade, there's not too much it can do for me. We are also going to Sleep Powder the Sunflora, or Roserade. Now I'm going to Dragon Dance here, because I want the attack for later. And I don't think the speed's going to be crazy important, but I want that power. No, dude, I mean, I'm reading it. I got you, don't worry. Dude, I had a, oh my gosh. Alright, thanks, Roselia. I thought you weren't gonna be, a hassle, but then you were. No, I had a girlfriend who, her name was, like, it was spelled Alicia, but she did not like, because she had, like, Mexican descent, but she did not like going by Alicia. She liked Alicia, so and like her mom even said, well, it's it's supposed to be pronounced Alicia. She was like, yeah, I don't like that. I want it to be it's supposed to be Alicia. She was like, yeah, I like Alicia. She was like, oh, okay, I guess your name's Alicia now. And that's just what happened. And I think she started doing that like in middle school or something, like early middle school. Man, I get like just. And trust me, like with my name too, I know that like pronunciations can kind of be important, because like my first name is long as shit. And then people are just like I've had people who are just like, man, are your middle names better? And I'm like, one is, but I don't like using it. And they're like, damn it. I was like, yeah, sorry. They're like, and it's my only, I would almost say normal name, but it's the only one I got. Are we really got paralyzed from that? I don't know if I should be. Okay, Zen Headbutt, you're very important right now. I don't know if with my... This is probably not a good idea. Missed, that sucks. Spore, oh no. Oh, this sucks. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna suck. Stop secret powering me. The Switch remakes are such an overall downgrade. Oh yeah, well, I know people still get really mad too about and I'm kind of on their side. I understand the frustration with what do you call it? Gen 3 remakes, ORAS. I understand why people are upset with those, because like I thought they were fine, and they did well with getting the Mega Evolutions. I think they did a good job with that one, and getting new ones and whatnot. But the fact that they were like, hey, really? That really? What the hell? That Focus Punch did that much damage? God damn, I got a really good Breloom. I might be fucked though. Oh no, everybody is scary right now. I think I'm more scared of Dragonite right now. Breloom, can you be goofy right now, please? Uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, you woke up. This is fine. And I really need Stun Spore to do something. I'm wondering if I messed up. Should I have used Giga Drain? Because I don't think getting hit by Stun Spore counts. And it misses? Who are you going to focus punch? Oh, you hit the focus. Oh, I'm so happy. I don't want Salamence to be by. I want it to be here. Okay, Poison Point. That's not going to do anything, but that's cool. Also, I don't like the way I said that. I don't want Salamence to be by. I don't want Salamence to go bye-bye. Don't need people trying to get what I'm saying and get it all misconstrued. And I'm going to go crazy, and I'm going to go with Iron Head, because I don't want to deal with the accuracy shit right now. And I know Iron Head's going to hurt. But you also did not... Oh, you were going to try to spore me again, weren't you? You son of a bitch. You were going to try to spore me. You sly devil. But I guess that's why you are a leader, huh? Alright, but by some miracle, I made it through this. And I feel like there were so many battles where I should not have made it through that. That was difficult. Neon Coliseum. Definitely one of the lesser Coliseums on my tiering rung. It's interesting, but that sucked. You cleared Neon Coliseum, good job. 500, I feel like that should be higher. Also, the Pikachu gloves and a new battle pass will be given you. I don't care about the gloves. I'll probably end up doing more of those battles, but I don't know. Maybe if I do it, I'll do it like in my off time. But like right now, I think I'm gonna go. I think I said I was gonna do this one. Yeah. So Crystal Coliseum, a tournament battle with 16 contestants. The winner will be able to challenge the Coliseum leader. Okay. And then this is also doubles. Level 30 to open. Okay. And we will definitely use this pass. Alright. Larissa. I don't know nothing about Larissa. I mean, I'm assuming that it's going to be fine. Like, this kind of feel... Oh, that's going to be kind of easy. Definitely you. And definitely you. And then, I mean, the rest really don't kind of matter right now, so that's fine. Wow, that double click? I think that double clicked. It was just like, you picked 4, okay, good. And it's like, no, I'm supposed to confirm that. Alright, never mind. Guess I did not need to confirm that.
Crystal Coliseum, tournament battle.
Yeah. Do you think Black and White 2 will get a real... I hope to God that it doesn't. What I think... And it's not going to be like the best if they do it, because I know they'll somehow fudge it up. But what I want them to do, and I've talked about this in my Discord as well. If they do anything with Black and White, it makes sense to make a sequel. They can finally, because like the reason they did sequels back then instead of doing a third game, was they said that because of how Black and White, and it was supposed to be literally like, opposites and, fine line kind of stuff, that it didn't make sense to do a gray version. So they don't have to do a gray version, but I think they can still do sequels again to do a Black and White 3. They don't even have to really use N, or if they can do something with N, have it be something clever, and they can even make it to where it's just like far in the future or something. Like, just have fun with it at this point. Let's do this, and we are going to bullet punch the Rhyhorn. So yeah, I think it makes sense to me to have it to where they do sequels. But the problem that I also know is if they do a sequel, is they don't have the same team, that would make the sequel game as they did anybody even doing the first two. Which I know Black and White 2 did not have the exact same team, but I think they still had their morals so solid back then and what it is they were doing that it was fine that they had different people doing it, because it still had the same soul. And I mean, they literally made Black and White, but like, improved, and they fixed a few things. I know it's not perfect, but they made it kind of better-ish. Yeah. So like, to me it makes sense to do a sequel. But I mean, because then if they were to do Black and White remakes, Onyx, Marshtomp, Gabite, Wormadam, Hippotas, Vibrava, definitely Breloom, and I'm gonna go with Scizor, Salamence, and Dragonite. Might not be my best decision in having those last two be it, but it's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Yeah, because if they also do, if they do remakes, they're gonna have to make the decision then, are they gonna remake Black, and it makes sense, I get it, to do Black and White, and then if they were to remake Black and White, well then, are they gonna have to in like 2 or 3 years, are they gonna have to remake Black and White 2 next? Or, would that then be like their next remake, and then, Gen 6 is going to have to wait until the next console up? Or are they going to make 3 remakes for one gen? Which doesn't make the most sense, but it's something I could imagine them doing. Also, I don't know. Oh, Sandvale. No, not the Veil. I know this is like one of the reasons why freaking Garchomp got banned back in the day was Sandstream, Sandvale, and Bright Powder, and it just made people want to like punch the other person in the face or in their genitals. Oh, wait a minute, is that? Oh, did I hope I wasn't saying Gibble. I feel like I said Gibble. That's definitely. Yeah, like. And if they only remade Black and White 1, I could kind of get it. But I will also be the one to say Black and White are such good games, I don't think they need remade. And this is where I think I heard it was either, you know, it was like a speedrunner or somebody else was saying that it didn't make sense to do remakes of like anything past Gen 5. Because Gen 5, one, they're so precious and amazing that it would probably be ruined more than like replenished. And like the reason that like a lot of those older games got remade was because they were made in, you know, 8-bit, 16-bit, whatever it was. Like they were made in lower quality, so it kind of makes sense to remake those. But for these newer games, it doesn't really make sense. Like it'll be incredibly stupid if freaking Gen 6 gets it, because Gen 6 is not. Like, if you remade Gen 6 at this point, you would have to have, like, crazy awesome differences to give you a reason to remake it. It doesn't, like, for me, it doesn't make sense necessarily to have a game that's absolutely fine as it is be remade. No reason for it. Scizor and Onyx, let's go, Punch you, and then... not Aerial Ace, Bullet Punch, the Dam. But I think that's also, I think Wormadam is, I think it's Ground Bug. I think it was Ground Bug. Sure, but yeah, but, I just don't think Black and White needs remakes. But there's a chance that they'll still do it. Cause, and people are probably gonna buy it. But I can definitely tell you that Black and White have gotten the reputation, and especially after the bastardization of Gen 4, Gen 5, if they for some reason chose to remake it, is gonna have, it's gonna have such a high, it's gonna be held at such a high standard that people are gonna be like, if you screw it up, I mean, this might actually like be it. And like if they thought like Gen 9 was like getting it really bad when it came to like the refunds and stuff, it's gonna, I mean, the Black and Whites will probably be significantly worse. And if it's actually bad enough, I might even feel like I would want to freaking return them. Because like for me, like Black and White, those games came out for me in a very, those games came out in a really shitty point in my childhood. And they were very helpful in just kind of getting lost and not worrying about real shit. So if like they screw up Gen 5, I think it actually will really kill the admiration I have for Nintendo. Well, not even so much it's just Nintendo, but like Game Freak and the Pokemon Company. I mean, I would just kind of be like, wow, you guys just truly stopped giving a fuck. And then I think Breloom's my best bet here. So yeah, like it. 20, seeing as every gen has had remakes in a pattern, Gen 10 is most likely to get Gen 5. Yeah, and that. Yeah, and I think that's what's gonna happen. And I hope they are smart enough to wait to do that. Like, it definitely does. That's something that definitely needs to happen, like, for Gen 10, and it doesn't need to be a Gen 9 thing. And it's also gonna, like, especially, like, one of the things, too, and that, like, I will absolutely complain about, like, the one thing I will complain about what modern Pokemon has done that sucks, and I know a lot of people are not gonna care or think that it's nitpicking. The fact that you send stuff to home now, and if you transfer it to these newer games, if you had moves on that mon, it defaults it to their level up moves, and that's a crock of shit. Like, you get, like, I mean, there are people who used to send mon, like, you would go into XD Gale of Darkness because some of those moves that they would get from mons were fantastic, like getting a Hypno with Baton Pass, because I don't even think it's still a move that it gets unless it's like through TM or some shit, but like, yeah, like Hypno with Baton Pass, like that's pretty neat to have. And they kind of made it like hard to really have that because, what am I using? Ice Punch on the free, yes. And then we will absolutely use Outrage. And I kind of don't matter what gets Outraged because at this point I now know like one of these two ones are not getting knocked out by anything. You didn't have like Flame Wheel or Flamethrower on that? Real? Alright, whatever, that's your choice. But yeah, like it, I don't know, yeah, like it just like they ruined how, like the uniqueness that you could have of bringing a mon from an older game up. Like they kind of ruin it doing that. It's like, well, the uniqueness of this mon coming from my XD now means nothing. Or even like being in I mean, something even like being from like a Gen 5 or Gen 7, you know, Gen 5, 6, or 7. Like, there's, you know, you've been playing those games for a long time, and you're gonna have the items built up, or the BP built up, and you get your Mon moves in those ones. Put in a bunch of that effort into it, just to send it up to a new game where it's like, oh, now this Mon is, there's literally nothing different about this mon from being from, you know, Gen 8 or 9 because we made it the same damn thing. You're like, that sucks. Why would you do that? Let's go Breloom and Scizor, and then the rest kind of don't matter, but we're gonna do this. There we go. I mentioned if they just do anything with Gen 7, 6 or 7, they would just upscale remaster. Maybe Nintendo and Game Freak, but I think they largely let them do their own thing. They try to, yeah, and then again, like Game Freak definitely like talks about how they're like, yeah, we do our own stuff, but yet like Nintendo will still, like they'll kind of just tell them things, and they'll be like, hey, I think this would be a really good idea if you did this, and they're just like, I mean, okay, I guess we can do that. That's what y'all want, and then they'll do it.
And now the battle begins.
Yeah, and then I know yeah, like it, and if they did like an upscale, well, you know what, and it would, if they did it like for starting at like Gen 6, if they upscaled it, which that would actually, I mean, I would like to see Kalos in a proper upscaled game, and I do hope that they like I mean, after like AZ, I would actually not be surprised if for AZ, because I don't know, have they said like 100% AZ is going to be on the Switch? Because if not, I think there's a real world chance that they could put AZ and announce, like they could do like this huge thing where they're gonna announce like at the same time. And this would actually be kind of interesting if they did it, but I know they probably wouldn't because not everybody's like a crazy fan of it. But if they were to like to announce the Switch 2 and its release date coming out by saying, hey, AZ, you know, like there's this new game that we're having coming out, it's gonna come out on the Switch 2. Oh, by the way, the Switch 2 is coming out on this date. That would be neat if they did that. Will they do that? No. But would it be cool? Yeah. But they wouldn't. Because I know there's also, like, and if they did it with like a Nintendo Direct, like everybody's gonna watch it. And they could start it with that, because everybody's gonna be like, okay, cool, the Pokemon stuff, we'll watch to see what it, you know, what it is. And if they were to just be like, you know, coming out whenever, and then they would see like what the console is, and you're like, Switch 2? What? And then like the next thing could be like, oh, shoot, we didn't mention. And then, you know, like, well, here's information now on the Switch 2 or something, and they could just, yeah, announce it. But more than likely, what they would probably end up doing most likely is they'll announce the Switch 2 and then just be like, here's all the games that are coming out of it. I thought that was the final one. Oh, this is the... Oh, no, it was the final. Oh, okay. And I love how these guys literally, like, any of them, the females and males, like, they just wear these, they wear these outfits with, like, that are Pokemon themed, and they're just like, take me seriously. It's like, you're a grown man dressed like an Electivire. I don't think I can. Who do I want? Who do I want? I'm gonna go Breloom, and then Scizor, and... huh. I'm gonna go Salamence. Why not? Probably one of the first times I think I've done this without having Metagross on my team at all. Well, and I'm trying to think of, like... Because I don't think there's been a Pokemon game as a launch title. I don't believe they've ever done it. And if I'm misremembering, like, absolutely could. I don't think they've done one. Oh, Rotom, Metang, Breloom. I'm gonna Giga Drain Rotom, and we are going to Spore the Tang. And then you're faster, cool. So if this does half, okay, so I'll be, as long as it's not Citrus. Don't be Citrus, Rotom. Be cool. Yes. Okay, I was gonna say if it's not Citrus, and I can hit it again the next move, then I will Focus Punch, and then we'll Giga Drain, and it would be a Honky Dory. And then don't Paralyze. Okay, I was gonna say this game seems to have been super dickish and just being like, we're just gonna give you like every secondary status every time, and you're gonna deal with it. Get mad. We don't care. Oh, and I love how just everything looks in this game, too. It's just all nice and clean looking. But I will say, like, I am looking at it, and this... And I only just noticed it because of Giga Drain's animation. And then the idea of how, like, when certain effects are used, they use a similar... What? Really? This is what I was talking about earlier. I've been getting super unlucky with freaking... I've been getting super unlucky with sleep. I was unlucky with it in the DS games while raising stuff, especially this Breloom, where everything was just like, we're gonna sleep for one turn, but we're gonna wake up the next time. We're gonna screw you over. I hope you're not trying to use Focus Punch. Oh, you're trying to use Focus Punch? Aw, shame. Elekid, I'm actually kind of happy that you're getting, kind of happy you're getting intimidated a little bit. Not that I have to be scared, but, it's nice. Sludge Bomb the Elekid, because I should not live it whatsoever, and we're gonna Fire Blast the Tang. Ooh. I was gonna say, who is something faster? But it's because of Bullet Punch. Every 2 gens they release a game from a gen, it's half the gen out. I think there's a real chance that like both of the trends you guys are noticing, like they're both probably having. Was the only Pokemon to appear in all Pokemon games? Not Pikachu, I know that. Actually, no. There's not a Pokemon that's appeared in every single game because Gen 5 had you know what? Unless you're talking about after game shit, but I don't believe there's been a Pokemon that showed up in every Pokemon game. Because like I know, like technically main story, nothing did. Because I know it's not Pikachu. Like, that's the one that surprises everybody. But Pikachu was not in that. Post-game counts? If it's post-game... I mean, if it's going to be from every game, then... Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, that makes sense then.
The results are in.
Oh, yeah.
Blue corner
Is it?
won the game.
5 after game 6. 6, yeah, because Gyarados has a Mega. 7. Yeah, I'm like trying to think. I'm trying to think of like a game that doesn't have Magikarp. But 3 has it, 4 has it, 5 has it. I guess if you're considering post game, then yeah, technically Gen 5. And then 6. This is one I actually would not mind trying to continue doing. Pikachu bag, a new battle pass will be added to you. Coliseum, nice. And then is there another Coliseum? Sunny Park. Okay. Let's go see what Sunny Park has for us. So, Coliseum battle. What is... This outdoor Coliseum sits in the middle of a popular family park. A standard knockout battle. You will be battle against a Coliseum leader if you beat all 6 trainers. 30, rank 2. Double. Let me see. Is there any details I should know about? Standard knockout battle. Usable pass. You can use custom rental. Require 3, 4 for doubles. You will win if you knock out all your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, okay. So it's. I did not mean to hit B. Damn it. So yeah, no, I can rock with this. And then yep. So those don't change. So that, use this pass. And Zelia, like I know like a big part, like just technically beating this game is not really gonna like be enough in my opinion. But I want to try to get to like all the higher ranks. And I don't know what these ranks max out at because nothing tells me what they max out at. I also just realized none of my mons have Earthquake. Like I'm just looking at like the 3 here that would not like eating earthquakes, and I realized I don't have anybody having it. And I think I wanted to give it to Metagross because I was like, if I had it paired up with Salamence or Dragonite, especially Salamence, because like flying and yeah, it'd be flying and then Intimidate, like help Metagross be bulkier. But yeah, I don't actually have anything for that, so let's go Breloom. I'm gonna go Mence, or actually no, not Mence. I'm gonna go Roserade. And then we'll go Mence, and we'll go Dragonite. This will be fun. I think the reason, and I think it has been explained, but they did not want to make Gyarados a Dragon Water type because they thought it was gonna make it way too OP, especially for how early you can get it. Then it would be like, there's no like, why would you not use Gen 1 Magikarp? That would have really no weaknesses for Gen 1 standards. Mach Punch Sport. I feel like... Let's do this. I'm gonna do Sludge Bomb on Luxio. We're gonna punch that Delcatty in the face. But yeah, so like... Yeah, no, like, because Gyarados Gen 1, if it were Dragon Water, would have had technically no weaknesses because the only offensive move that was Dragon was Dragon Rage in Gen 1. And that's a fixed, since it's fixed damage, stabbed, or super effective or stabbed, doesn't even matter. So you literally could have just, like, if you wanted to grind it out, which is not hard in Gen 1 to have a Gyarados, if you get that one from, you know, the dude that you buy it from. I mean, you would have a Dragon type before the second gym, potentially. Like, that's just game, set, match. We are going to Seed Bomb you. And I actually think Sludge Bomb on you is going to be my best bet. And you should be faster than... I was going to say you should be faster than Combuskin, but I mean, if you're using Priority, well then, what can I do?
A huge amount of damage. It's down.
Yeah, I don't... I mean, they really don't... They don't have... Like, they've been doing this weird thing where they're, like, realizing that they don't have legendaries of a certain type. And then when they realize that they don't have legendaries of a certain type, like, lately they just kind of, like, they'll just do, like, a mass... Like, oh, we're now going to add legendaries with this typing. Like, Fairy... But oh, we really don't have any, like, legendaries that are fairy after we introduced it. So you get, like, the one, and then, like, all 3 of the Tikis were, or the Totemons were all fairy. And then Magearna, fairy. Like, they're just gonna add fairy to everything. And then it's like, oh, we don't have anything that's poison. And now we're gonna have I can't remember... Eternatus is going to be poison. Oh, and now we got these other 3 now. Oh, no, 4 are poison. Let's... Roserade. I'm going to start with Mence. I don't really start with Mence that much. Metagross would be fun. And... I'm going to go Dragonite. Ever notice that Gen 1 has 4 different pink normal type Pokemon? Wigglytuff? Clefable. Chansey. What's the 4th one? I'm trying to think of what the 4th one is. Chansey?
The The once
Wigglypuff,
peaceful air is now
Clefable.
turning thick with tension at the appearance of
I
such
can't even think of what the
intense
last one is.
flavor.
I feel like I should know it. And then we're gonna Fire Blast a Butterfree. Oh, Lickitung. Oh yeah, Lickitung is, yeah. Huh. They must have had their top men working on that. And you, wait, you just lived a Fire Blast and you weren't sashed? But that's malarkey. I don't like that. Yeah. Oh shucks, it's been a while probably since I mentioned it. But if y'all are having a fun time just chilling out here, hanging out, and having all this conversation, be cool if you left some feedback, whether it is a thumb or a comment. Much appreciated, whether you're here now or in the future. So let's go with... No, you resist that. So we're gonna... I do want to... Sludge Bomb, Butterfree, and then I'm gonna Dragon Dance because I feel like it. I was gonna say I wanted to use Outrage, but the problem is if I would have Outrage, and if it would have landed on Butterfree, that would have been a waste of an Outrage, in my opinion. Only seen Pokemon a few times, but literally Pokemon called new. Huh.
Hit, but this is not a favorable matchup.
I mean, is that name for like a different language or something? Because I don't know of a Pokemon that's noob. I know that the guy who used to translate the Pokemon games was Knob. He was a cool guy. I guess he was... I forget what he was. He was something Canadian. Neat guy, though. He was in every Pokemon game up until Gen 5? Or was it... I think it was Gen 4 or 5 where they stopped using Knob. And I think they started having like a third party doing that or something. Poor Knob. He's fairly not. He was super cool though when they ended up. I guess you'd call it letting him go. Yeah, he was still super cool about it. No, we're gonna Giga Drain, but I'm pretty sure we're not gonna even have a chance to land this, because Outrage is gonna absolutely demolish this thing. Gone. Well, like I said, Noob is not a Pokemon. That's why I'm asking if it's in another language, because there's no Pokemon called Noob. Dude, like, if anything, so, like, when it came to, like, slang and stuff, people were actually getting, like, upset that, like, certain slang was being used in video games, because they were like, this totally takes you out of the world of the game, because you're using slang that is in the real world. You're like, you're kind of taking me out of it. And then there were people who also didn't like the fact that it would, that was happening for the reason of, they're like, I don't play these games to, like, you know, hear that kind of stuff. Sunny Park Coliseum. I'm wondering if I want to. Oh, I kind of like that outfit a little bit, or at least I like the hat. I kind of like the hat, his hat more than my hat. We can easily X-Scissor this unknown, and I'm feeling confident. I think I can Dragon Dance and not have to worry. And then we're gonna be getting. I mean, I have a Lumberry, so I don't mind if I'll only be able to get 2 Outrages. I think it'll be fine. And like, who brings an unknown? Like, trying to be serious. Not even a good one. You have to use unknown U. It makes the most sense. And then Lick. Don't. Oh, put that away, please. Don't. Ugh. Okay, I'm glad I didn't get paralyzed. That would have been a waste. Lickitung and Kricketune. I'm gonna go with X-Scissor on Lickitung, and we're gonna Fire Punch. Or actually, no. Let's see how this goes. Aerial Ace and Kricketune spot. And then I will You know what? No, what I can do is I can X-Scissor Lickitung. Kricketune does not have great stats. And I think after one Dragon Dance, E-Speed will do a lot, if not, knock it out. Be nice if it knocked it out. Okay, so it did. And then X-Scissor is going to do a lot. And then I can next turn use a Bullet Punch and we'll be fine and dandy. Fine and dandy, sweet like candy. That's my plan. And then Slash. And I think the X, when X-Scissor is used, I think it's random how it's placed. Because it's weird that they would use like X-Scissor and have it be like an up and down shape. I don't know any way to say it, but it's upright. And calling it upright feels right. But like it's not like in the shape of an X, it's more like in the shape of a plus sign. That's what I meant to say, plus sign, that's it. And then punch. And is that, I was gonna say, you know what, probably wouldn't matter if it was fireproof. Being a Bronzor and after a Dragon Dance, that's getting knocked out. Not even gonna have to worry about that. And that was a good and easy W. Told ya. The answer is 15. Oh my god, I don't even know why would I count 15? I don't even understand what the math question even was. Swimming club member. Yeah, that's a trainer class. Why have I seen so much Butterfree and Wigglytuff? I definitely gotta make sure that I like try to do more battles when it comes to this game, because like these lower rank fights are giving me not much variety. And then I see Butterfree, so I'm gonna go Dragonite. Because if we're gonna hit some of these mons with fire moves, I'd rather it be Fire Punch with the accuracy. I think that'll do fine. And then I'm gonna win so good. And I do like it's weird because like I don't remember what game it was, but there was somebody that was saying that like they didn't start actually using I think there was somebody that was saying they didn't actually start like having the balls that you use in game match until like Gen 6 or something. And it's like, no, they were using it kind of like here. Because yeah, there's someone where they're like, yeah, they don't really do that. Back when there was only 150, oh wow, you know what? I was gonna say, don't you mean 151? But no, there was actually a stint of time where people did not know Mew existed. And I think there was, I forget the guy who I think actually even put it in, like put Mew in. I think he said they ended up having to like put the information out there themselves because it was so well hidden that nobody even knew to look for it. So pretty much, like it was almost like the guy who created it had to be like, "Hey, there's another mon that's out there," and then people had to be like, "Wait, what? Who said that?" And it's like, the guy who made it. So he pretty much had to like put it out there just because it was so well hidden. But yeah, that is weird to think that like, yeah, no, by a technicality, the idea was. There's only 150. And it's such a nice clean number too. And then for some reason they kind of like when you add that one, there's something about it that kind of like now makes it feel like a little special, but not like to a point where you're like upset that it's not an odd number. You're like, you know what? No, this is fine. Anticipation. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, why is my anticipation? But it's because of Fire Punch. Oh yeah, you're using Outrage. I mean, that's gonna do half? Sweet, at least half. That's fine. Now, can you hit Dragonite? Aww. Man, it really does make me think. But you know what? This is fine. Just don't be confused, Dragonite. Be a swell guy. And then I'm gonna Mach Punch. I mean, just to get that extra damage off. Because I don't know if it tells you, like, afterwards, like, if it'll tell me that. Oh, wow, Mach Punch. See, that works out. Original Pokemon anime heavily implied that there was only one giant Dragonite in existence. Yeah, well,
The results are in. It's a
yeah, and I kind of didn't
blue corner.
there was so well, and there are so many things though when it comes to the anime where they had a lot of things that were like clearly implied, and then it was like we don't know why we did that. That was kind of weird. Like that totally was never the case when it came to this. It's like, well then why did you do that? All right, that felt like it. Let's go Breloom. Oh my gosh, literally like seeing like a quarter of the team. We've seen this like 2 other times already. I'm gonna go with Roserade because, dude, like the one nice thing about Roserade being grass poison is that even if there's a bunch of stuff that might resist its grass moves, poison does a pretty decent job of kind of covering the rest of it. The only mon that really kind of like worries me a little bit is like Skarmory, and I don't even think I would see Skarmory until like rank 6 or something.
This is an important battle for both trainers.
Oh, gee,
It's
what
time to
type
think about
was
a
the crystal?
cautious
I mean,
battle strategy.
they never tell you what it really. I don't think they ever actually tell you what it is. We're gonna Mach Punch the Chimchar, and we are. At this point, I guess I won't expect the Butterfree to
The stage is
get
set.
knocked out to this, because apparently Fire Blast on Butterfree is nothing.
Taken out already.
So yeah, bye Chimchar. I'm so glad that that Mach Punch worked. Really, Fire Blast missed? I mean, just
Attack missed.
Silver went. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Just don't Sleep Powder me.
That hurt.
Like the one that, and I kind of do like that they, like the one thing they kind of do with, and this one I did with Vivillon back in Gen 6 was.
Taken some serious damage. But
How do I
there
want to
is
do
always
this?
a chance
I'm
of
gonna
a
Seed
comeback.
Bomb Machoke. And we're gonna try to Fire Blast again the Butterfree. Hope for the best. But you should always hope for the best but expect the worst.
Barely holds
And it lives with a Sliver, son of a bitch. And it's Citrus, that's fine. If it wouldn't have been Citrus, I probably would have Mach Punched it next turn.
taken down.
Golly, freaking Breloom is strong as shit. Yeah, no, I mean, they never officially said what the Crystal Onyx's type was. It was just one of those, like, it's another one of those anime things where they're just like, we just kind of created it, it's whatever.
Both corners still have a chance to win this. What kind
I
of
mean, I guess we're just gonna Seed Bomb the Graveler, and yeah, you know what? Not gonna need a special attack for anything else. Let's Draco Meteor the Butterfree. Let's make it go out in a blaze of glory. Ah, so beautiful. So beautiful. And then, bye Butterfree. Bye bye Butterfree. Ah, anime reference. And then C-Bomb, yeah, they're not living that.
Rushing blow.
And I do like that, like, aesthetically, like with the background and stuff. Like, dude, if they had parks with trees big enough to, and you know what? Like, I kind of wonder why they don't do it more. Like having like the tree
A total victory for the blue corner.
platforms, stands, whatever they call that. Like having those, there should be more like public places that have stuff like that. Like I do, like I mean, and granted, like there are some places you can go to where they do kind of have like observatories, which they don't happen often. Like we went to a, I think I already talked about the observatory I went to in Japan with the wife. I think I already talked about that, so no need to try to beat a dead horse or nothing. But like I think like there's not really like too many places I can think of like in Ohio that really have stuff like that. Like we have like some spots where it's like you can kind of go and it's more so of like a it's a hill, just a really high hill where and it'll be like part of like a national park or something or just like a a local park. And they'll just be like, we made steps so it's easier to get up there, but like you can look at the sky like this. Or not the sky, you can like look at like the area below. But what's kind of a bummer is that like some of the areas that you're looking at, depending on where you go, I mean you're just looking at like cars going by on like, and it's not like a highway, like it's still like the road that leads to the park or whatever.
Right from the start.
And like sometimes there's like a river or whatever. but it's not like anything crazy. And then you go up there and you're like, but like it still feels too civilized. And it's not as fun that way. And I do love the metallic effect on using certain steel type moves. So pretty. Jotonian Onyx?
Celio is sent out.
What the hell is going on?
Minot is sent out. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
Let's go with Zen Headbutt on this. I feel like I could probably knock out Celio with Mach Punch, but I don't want to play Iron Head. On who? Don't you dare flinch. I hope you get Effect Sport. Aww, asshole. I got flinched, the thing I said not to do. Ah, biscuits and gravy. Ice Ball. That's the animation for Ice Ball? I don't think I like that. I do not like that animation for it. I mean, like, it's pretty, but that looked kind of dumb for what it's supposed to be. But my guess is maybe Rollout looks similar to that, and that's why they did it. I don't like that. That is no bueno. That I like the idea of that ice ball, but like, no, that it should not be Celio turning into the ball and rolling into it. That should be. It should be like how it is in the. I actually don't remember seeing like ice ball in any of the newer games, if they even still use it. Coliseum Master Sachet. Pilot Castle Fort. What is your outfit gonna be based? Is your outfit gonna be based on Chimecho? It'd be neat if it was. Breloom and the Lopunny Shuckle. Metagross made sense to me. I'm gonna go with Scizor. Also, excuse me. I burped, but I don't know if you guys can tell, but I still feel rude about it. And then I'm gonna go with Salamence. Might not be in my best interest, but it's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, we're gonna stick with this. Oh, I love the dive ball on top of that. That looks super good. I like how it's a dive ball. Oh my goodness, hello. I love the that was actually our those were actually our wedding colors, was purple and gold. Well, yellow, but like it ended up being kind of like a gold, because those are our favorite colors. Mine is yellow, hers is purple. I am going to Zen Headbutt the Plusle. Then Mach Punch. Okay, I was going to say, wow, I'm actually faster than it.
A brilliant attack right from the start. Taken out already.
And then by Cast Form. Dude, I still love when freaking when he was talking in one of the games I was playing. My wife was just like, "Why is that? Why does he sound like that? That's disgusting." And I'm like, "Hey, it's kind. I mean, it's a kid's game. It's kind of funny." She was like, "No, that's gross." She's like, "Why? Like that shouldn't even be in there. Like, why do kids find that funny?" And I'm like, "Because it's like one of the basic like." It's one of the lowest denominators for humor, so it's widespread and it works. I'm like, you're kind of being a bummer here, hon. And she was like, I just don't get it. And then we were gonna Ice Punch the Cherrim, because pretty much the only other thing that Cherrim will probably end up doing is like Sunny Day. Don't fake out Metagross. That's fine. I don't mind that. Get Effect Sport with Sleep. Effect Sport. No. Man, how is it that I don't get lucky with Effect Spore that often, but when I hit the Breloom once when it was on the opposing team, I immediately get poisoned by Effect Spore. Oh, wait till she finds out about... I wish she could have seen Lago. I think it's Lago the toilet, right? I wish she could have seen that. that she would immediately have been like, okay, you know what? If I'm around, you don't talk to these characters, or you just don't play this game. That's just no. Oh, you know what I kind of want to do when I go to that lock-in? I'm gonna probably end up bringing those games, and I will definitely make sure we go to those characters. And now, granted, they're gonna be a bunch of 8th graders, so they're probably gonna be like, this isn't funny because we're in 8th grade and we try to act like we're cool, but I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna laugh, and there might be like that one kid who's gonna be like, I think it's funny, and I'm gonna be like, and that's why you're the coolest kid here. And I'll make everybody else feel bad, and it's gonna be funny. And then my wife's gonna she's gonna be like, stop. And I'll be like, ooh, you swore at church. She'll be like, I kinda hate you right now, stop it. And it'll be great. Also, the silver badge and a new battle pass will be given to you. Okay. I like that. Sunny. Oh, you know what? I do want to put that silver badge on. There's a news from Poketopia, Magma Coliseum, and Sunset. Hey, word. New rental passes become available. I don't care about the rental pass. I'm gonna use them. Yeah, because we're talking. Well, because the toilet was in Kazooie, it was in Mad Monster Mansion, and then he is for some reason he gets. Oh, I think he said that he gets put in the thing for, I think, helping out Banjo or something. A round robin league battle with 6 trainers. The winner will get to battle against the Coliseum leader. What are the details? Consist of 6 trainers including the player, so 5 and then me. You can use custom pass or rental pass. We're using custom. 3 for a single battle and 4 for a double battle. You will win if you knock out all your opponent's Pokemon. Consists of 6 participants. You will battle with each of them. The number of your remaining Pokemon at the time of victory is your winning score. The trainer with the highest score at the end is the winner. Once you win the league battle, you will battle with the leader. Once you defeat the Coliseum leader, you clear. Okay. That just kind of sounds like regular battling, but with extra steps. Oh, and this was single as well, I think. So this will be neat. I think I remember seeing this once, and I was like, this doesn't look like... that didn't look aesthetically pleasing, but I know it also doesn't matter. Oh, and I didn't put the silver badge on. I wanted to definitely change it from this. Charmeleon, Graveler, Warmerdam, you know, I kind of saw most of these ones, and I thought that starting with Scizor would work. You know what? I'm going to start with Roserade. Somebody might not agree with that choice, but I'm going to start with that. And then I'm going to have Breloom. So if you lose, you're still going to... Yeah, it pretty much is. You want to just do... Well, and I think if you lose, then it just stops you at what you made. And if I make it all the way through, I just need to make sure that I didn't suck. Which, I mean, is possible. And I don't think there's any setup that Roserade has ever given. I'm actually also contemplating too. I'm wondering if I want to try and I don't think I would end up doing it. I don't think I'd end up doing it anytime soon-ish. But I kind of want to get a Roserade with extra sensory bread to use it, because it doesn't learn it naturally. I'd have to get it as a Roselia, I believe, to learn that.
The situation is a bit of a stalemate.
And then
it's a mental tug of war as they anticipate each other's
I
moves.
guess we're just gonna... I'm gonna Sludge Bomb. Because I'm not worried about taking damage at the moment. Yeah, there's that. And then, for whatever it does now... Because I know it's not gonna get knocked out by the next Giga Drain. But I did want more HP available for when I do Giga Drain. Okay, Rock Blast. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, was that 4? Oh, you hit all 5. That was very freaking nice of you. Oh, what was that, what's that item for... No, I'm thinking of the Binding Man. I was about to say, trying to think of like what yeah, there's the binding band. Oh, I'm thinking of, because I was about to get the binding band mixed up with loaded dice, but the loaded dice were not introduced until Gen 9, and I feel like that it was way too late to introduce that item. Like that loaded dice, I mean, granted they would have probably ended up calling it something else, but like loaded dice probably should have been introduced in like Gen 5. I think that would have helped a lot of Mons in the past do better. And if it was introduced in Gen 5, then it could have probably still Inferno, Sludge Bomb. I think it actually could have helped make Heracross, like base Heracross, still would have been more useful. Now granted, it's like, if you had that, then why not just use Mega Heracross? But like, I don't know, because I gotta see is like, I don't know if Mega Heracross is slower than regular Heracross, or is their speed the same? I gotta look that up. And then Pupitar, we are gonna Giga Drain, and we are gonna get all healed up. Let's see, Heracross, and then the data base, 85. Okay, so Mega Heracross actually loses 10 base points. So I guess if you need 85 speed instead of 75 speed. I mean, granted, also you'd be losing out on the power that Mega Heracross gets also, but I don't know. And then we are going to continue. Because, yeah, that's good. Yeah, we'll just continue. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, twin sisters, but there's just one of you. That makes sense. I have a twin sister. Venomoth, Victory Bell, Snover, Togetic, Gligar, Gabite. I'm gonna start with Scizor, because I have the strongest feeling that Gligar is gonna have Sandstorm, and if they get Gligar, Gabite, I am not in the mood to deal with Sandville again. I really am not. And I do want Metagross, because Metagross absolutely wipes the floor with pretty much everybody since I have Ice Punch on it. I would just have to hope that I'm faster naturally than Gligar and Gabite. And there's a potential I would not be. And I think my safest bet is Salamence. Because I don't think I would have wanted Roserade, because I think Roserade, if I had to deal with Venomoth, would have probably been a bitch and a half to get through. I need detail of the play. Oh yeah, no. If I like lose, I think I got that.
The Pokemon have appeared, and not even the Magma's heat.
I'm gonna Swords Dance.
And now the battle begins. The red corner.
Man, am I naturally slower than Gabite? I feel like you should not be that slow. Like, I know like my Scizor speed isn't like exactly like top tier, but like I don't think I should be slower than that.
The situation is a bit of a stalemate. It's a mental tug of war as they anticipate each other's move.
Hashtag skill issue? Oh no. Oh, what song? Oh, I like this song. What is this again? Oh yeah, it's just Amazing Grace, but it's actually played by Dropkick Murphys. I love the way that the bagpipes sound. So good. Dude, the first time, because we went out, nobody expected this. Don't know why it happened, but I went to a family family reunion, and this was the first year we were at this site, because we ended up getting kicked out of the old site we used to use, because there was a family who, they got the same spot every year, and we got the same spots every year, and they hated us. And then there was one year where, like, in the middle of the night, they all, like, went out and they, like, dumped trash all around our area. And then they all left, like, super early the next day. And so, you know, and it was the last day we were going to be there also, because it was the same day, like, pretty much everybody leaves. And so when we were leaving, they were like, hey, you guys need to pick up this trash. And they were like, no, this was left from the family that lived, you know, that was over there. And they all left this morning so that they couldn't be held accountable and they didn't have to deal with us. And they were like, okay, well, we don't care. You have to clean this up. And they're like, no, like, you didn't pick up after your, no, pick up after, like, your, you know, pick up after these guys. Like, we're not cleaning up their mess. And they still were like, no, we're considering that being yours. So you guys aren't doing this, then you guys are now banned from being here. So then we had to go to a new one. And that next year, then we go to the new one. And I think it's probably like 7 a.m. And it's just like me and my stepbrother. And we were not going into the same shower. Don't be weird, people. But we were, we like to wake up early in the morning because they had, like, showers to use there. Which also, if you ever use public showers, always wear sandals. Crocs, I heard, are a very good preference. But, I mean, as long as your feet are not touching, like, the floor directly. Like, that shit's nasty. And it's in anywhere. It's not, like, saying, like, you know, a place is dirty. Just, it's gross in general. Keep yourself healthy. But so they, I'm gonna go Salamence. So like we go and it's like 7, and we're like getting ready to go and like walk over to the showers, and then all of a sudden I stopped and I was like, dude, do you hear bagpipes? And he was like, okay, so it's not just me, but he's like, yes, I absolutely hear bagpipes right now. And so then we were just like we're kind of like looking around. We're like, where the hell is this coming from right now? And so like, and then I like look to the left and I see like there's just like so many. So there's like a tree and bush line that they like purposely planted around this place. But like on the other side of this tree and bush line is like a hill, and supposedly on the other side is supposed to be some like farmland. But like there's like a guy who's just like, he's just walking and he is in the entire attire. And like he's got the kilt, the hat, whole shebang. Dude, I would bet you this guy probably wasn't even wearing underwear. He was so dedicated to the cause. And it's a 7 a.m. and we just hear it. So then it's just him and I. We just like now are like walk over close to the line and we just watch him. And he's like, he's walking, as he's walking down, he's still playing. Like the whole time, like he like started playing like before going over the hill. So as he's coming over the hill, you just hear Dwayne and Dwayne and Dwayne, and I'm like, this is pretty neat. And then everybody else started hearing it, so then you get people who are just like poking out of their tent, and they're just like, what the hell? And like 1 or 2 people like in the campers like poked their head out, looked, saw what it was, and was just like, I'm not awake enough for this yet. And they go like back into their stuff. So we just sit there and we watch, and we just kind of like wave, and he just kind of like does like a little nod, and he just keeps playing. Plays like one full song or whatever, and then he just turns around and just slowly walks back up the hill, still playing the whole time. Didn't miss a fucking beat. Dude was dedicated. And he, so like by the time, you know, then like he like goes back over the hill, and you can still hear him playing even as he already goes past the hill. And we just kind of looked at each other, we're like, that was a weird way to start the morning, but alrighty then. And then we just go and do our thing, and that was it. I want to start with Dragonite. I want Salamence. And every other mon that I have available to use makes me uncomfortable to use them. So we're going to go with Breloom. And then Magma Coliseum, League Battle 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have to worry about whether I make this or not. But I am looking forward to like doing these at higher ranks. Because I think, being at the higher ranks, we're going to actually see... We're going to see some real good fights. Right now, it's still all these low-ranking fights. So they're going to be like, okay. And then, I know it says, like, after you technically beat the game, there are some of these Coliseums that end up changing it up a bit. So that, like, some that are mandatorily doubles then become singles, but gives you the options to also do doubles again. Yep. Alright. See you later, Lugia. String Shot? That must have been Metro. Yeah, that was Metronome. So that's kind of nice thing I do like about having my stream. I mean, and I'm not like watching my stream giving myself a view, but it has like the little thingy up. Oh, shoot, that's right, I'm the Shining Gamer on here. My favorite Pokemon is Slacking. So like you'll see me in I think in Discord I have myself as the Shining Gamer. But I think if you were to like at me in like another thing or whatever, like you'll see like I still use Shiny Slacking in some things, but I like shiny slacking, or slacking in general, dude. Because I think I've been using shiny slacking like as a name since like middle school. Like it's what I used it for a lot of stuff. Because yeah, it's slacking, and then Steelix is a very close second, and then favorite legendary is Regigigas. And I did not notice the trend of what my favorites are until like 2-3 years later, when it was pointed out to me that yes, I do like very strong normal types that have dog shit abilities. That is not on purpose. Normal typing is my favorite, steel type is my second. But I've always liked things that hit hard. Like it's why I liked Groudon more than Kyogre because I thought it hit harder. I liked like Giratina. I prefer Giratina's origin form. I think it's origin form. The one with when you have it holding the Grisius orb. I'm bad at like names of things, so it's not like I don't know my favorite monster thing. I'm just bad at it. Breloom makes sense. I'm gonna go with Metagross and Scizor. I think is my smart choice there. So yeah, I like using so yeah, I had one time where I wasn't doing it on YouTube. I was doing it in Discord, but mostly doing it just kind of like on my own. I was playing because I wanted to try to play Gen 8 again, because I was like, the first time I played it, I didn't mind it, but I did not pay it. I won't say not pay attention, but I was having such a hard time hating how the gyms worked, and I didn't like how and the game felt super linear. I wasn't a fan of that. So I was like, I kind of feel like I didn't really get to check this game out the way that I really would have liked to. So I tried playing Shield, because I got Sword and my wife had Shield, because we played it at the same time. So then I was like, well, then I borrowed her Shield, and I was trying to play through it again, and I was like, I don't know, maybe I got to look at it again, and and I'll do something different with it. But I want to play the game again after pretty much doing post game stuff and just kind of using it for the online battles and everything else. I wanted to see if if there was something if I was just kind of poorly judging the game. And I haven't even finished it yet. I was like, I just don't like the Gen 8 games. Not that they're bad, they don't pique my interest that much anymore. Family is Totodile, Crocodile, dude, freaking such a good. I personally like it, even though there's a lot of people that say that they'll say Feraligatr was not good until Sheer Force. And they're like, if you're gonna use a physical water mon with, Dragon Dance, Ice Fang, Waterfall, whatever, just use Gyarados for its immunity. And and it also has technically a better ability in Intimidate, which is nice defensively, and it also helps out your team. So they're like, why just use that? And then it's like, well, yeah, but can Gyarados learn Superpower? Which, it doesn't even matter if it learns it or not. I don't know, so there's really Fury? Is that really the best move you have for Scizor? The game actually had to think if that bar should have even moved. Golly, that's not even great. But alright, you tried Grovyle, and that's what matters. Good on you. And you're done, son. Alright. I don't know, oh, another mon that I really like is, I love Galvantula. When I first, because, I played, Black and White for the first time, I was it's just the first time I saw it, I was like, this mon is perfect. I love it. Such a good one. Pokemon is going to continue to put out dual releases. I feel like they should feel different from each other. And that was another thing that people said made Black and White made it stand out, was that there actually were differences. Now the first one though, there were people who did not like that. And I sort of get it, but there were a lot of people who were not a fan of White Forest and Black City. They did not like how, like, you had to, like, if you did not have Black version, you were not playing Black City. And I think, because I don't think you could, like, do anything with it either. Like, you, like, not like, and then, like, later on, they kind of, I don't want to say, like, you say, like, remedy it, but, like, they kind of fixed it by having it to where if you interact with the two games, you can send the keys over and get it to where you can, you know, you're playing white, but you can go to Black City. You just have to go and, like, you know, change the settings or whatever. Like, and there was so much, like, that's like another reason too why, like, I, like, so Gen 5 is my favorite generation. It used to be, Dragon Dance. It used to be my Gen 4 was my favorite for a long time, and it was because Platinum was so good. But then I played Gen 5, you know, a good amount of times more, especially Black and White 2. And I was like, man, I was like, how do you just, like, not, how do you not like these games? There's so much, they are such an improvement from Gen 4 to 5. I know people say that Gen 4 looked cleaner, and I don't disagree with that, but I'm more so like the fact that, you know, like, they give shards, you know, more purpose, and it's a really cool purpose what the shards do. Black and White 2, like, the variety of Pokemon that they had felt really good. And when I say that, it's like it feels like you're still, like, it doesn't feel unnatural, even though, like, if you played Black and White 1, you know, regular Black and White, you never saw any of the other Mons in it, but it didn't feel unnatural when they brought all of those Mons there. Like, just something about it felt like it was still okay. They had a lot of really cool changes between the two, where if like, and especially if, like, if the game was still kind of fresh on your mind just playing the first one, it's neat being able to see how different they actually really were. Or you can even just kind of, like, give it a little bit of time, and then you just go and you're like, all right, you know, it's been a couple of weeks or months, now I'll go and play Black and White 2. And then it's like, oh, but you know what, before I also do this, let me do the Unova link, and I want to be able to, you know, like, there's other stuff you can do, especially if you put in a lot of effort into Black and White 1. Wow, that gives you a lot of freaking points. Pikachu hat, new battle pass will be given you as a reward. I mean, that's fine. Oh, and I need to remember to put on the silver badge. Good roast to me the way Nintendo encourages people to spend 120. Well, and then that's why, like, to me, yeah, it does make sense to put more of a difference in the two. It does make sense to put more of a difference between the two games. Oh, this isn't what I wanted. I want to go to, not this. This one. Custom pass. This. And then you. Appearance. This. Do I have any different hats? I don't think so. Nope. Hair, light blue. Okay, it's still just light blue. What are they? Don't they let you have, like, the Pikachu? Yeah, I don't want Pikachu paint. Badges. Silver badge? Hell yeah. We are gonna stick with that. I just wanted to change the badge. Yeah, it is a little bit of a, oh, actually no, it's like, I don't mind having the two differences that often, only because now I have my wife who will play the games alongside me. And if she doesn't finish it, I still then don't feel too bad. Choose your Pokemon from the 12 provided Pokemon. Your knowledge will be tested. Oh, this is definitely one of my lesser favorite ones to do. But you gotta do it. This is gonna suck. But yeah, so like, because like even like I would still buy, like, so the first game. A select battle is where you battle using Pokemon that you select from 12 random Pokemon. This is gross. Okay, I'm so glad they do this. Cherry, your nature's gonna. Ew, calm nature, gross. What were your moves? Calm nature, but then you have double kick? Oh my goodness, it's Ivanavi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, I did not mean to do this. Okay. What is trainer memo? Lonely? Why are you lonely? Wouldn't want your defense lowered though. Like, oh, these are terrible. Timid? Ember and Fury swipes. What are we? Son of a biscuit. Oh, what about you? What are you? Lax? I mean, that's not bad. Why? Dude, like this totally, like this feels like Pokemon Stadium. This is doo-doo butter. I don't like this. Gloom, are you decent? Brave? Mega Drain, Absorb, like a chance. Wait, do you have Absorb and Mega Drain? Oh, what the... Dude. What about Victory Bell? You gotta be decent, right? Calm? What do you got? What? Swords Dance and Acid? This would have worked, like, the generation before on, like, back. I almost, like, blindly picked that because I was gonna be like, you know what, you're evolved. This is fine. Charge and Spark. And you're naughty? I mean, I guess. Graveler, do you suck? Careful. Blah, blah. Wow, you're like one of the better looking. You know what? No, you're not number one. You're number one now. And then there's you. Lickitung. I had to watch your stream yesterday, but I was at work. Luckily, there were other people at that stream who knew the, like you did fantastic playing DK. When it comes to like the later worlds, I do not know them as well, and I definitely become like kind of useless in that department. But still know a couple of things. But yeah, there was definitely people on there who knew it. Oh my gosh, you're actually not bad, Vulpix, and you look adorable. This is gonna be sad when like mine or Plusle's probably gonna be decent. Shockwave Protect. Wow, this is sad. I'm going to take Plusle. Chingling, I'm not even gonna attempt with you. I just don't trust you. I will say that one kid though, he really wanted you to play the randomized version of that game. That's like one of the sad things about like trying to do things with like newer and then I'm not saying like newer players, but like the younger people who are getting into these games, they like... This might be a bad idea, I don't know. Might be a bad idea trying to rock polish, but we're gonna see what happens. And I'm gonna go out to Plusle. But like all like the newer players nowadays is like nobody wants the vanilla version of a game anymore. Like I played Emerald and somebody was like I had somebody who like came into it and they were like, oh, I thought this was gonna be what's that Emerald ROM hack that's been going on, that was going like before? But they were like, oh, I thought this was gonna be, oh, yeah, I forget whatever it was. They're like, oh, I'm not sticking around for this, and I was like, okay, I don't know why you had to announce that. Like, you could have gone about your day without it, but no, that's fine. Make me feel weird. I'm gonna helping hand my grab, helping hand when it's got 4 hands. Yeah. I think I had like, yeah, and so people are just like, or like, they're like, wait a minute. They're like, are you just playing it like regularly? And I was like, well, yeah. What do you mean? They're like, oh, kind of would be more interesting if it was a Nuzlocke, and I'm like, I don't like doing Nuzlocks. I just don't. Sorry. And like for like my reason why I don't like doing Nuzlocks is because I'm just gonna Helping Hand again. I feel like this is gonna be my best bet. Yeah. Oh, dude, I had somebody who also I was playing. When I was playing my mono water playthrough Violet. I had somebody who came in and they were like, "Is this a Pal World knockoff?" And I was like, dude, I'm glad you think you're being funny right now, but like, what are you doing? I was like, you look silly. I was like, that's like, what you doing, bro? I was like, I bet the kids love you in the middle school locker room, but like, nah, you're a goober. Plus, so I think I'm actually gonna protect and see if I can get somebody to waste a turn right now. that lingered way too long on that freaking pause there. It was, dude. I just like saw it and I'm just like, man. I was like, wow. I was like, yeah. Is this Power World? No, this is the game that came out while Power World is still being freaking created. You dum dum. But yeah. Well, and like for me, like. I just don't like Nuzlocke because I've put in a lot of effort into using. Oh my god, Rock Blast, suck my dick. Like I play in a game and I want to use these mons. Like I enjoy it, and it's like why would I get a mon like raised and have fun with it and everything else to then just I got bullshit crit happens like. Because, like, Pokemon's one of those games where, like, because of all, like, the random chances that can happen throughout it, you can try to control the situation as much as you want to, but, like, sometimes it's just gonna put you in a shit situation. So, like, for me, I don't want to use a Mon, I don't want to say, like, attached to it, but, like, I like the effort that I put into it, and then to like, have the game shit on you, and now your effort doesn't really matter. Because now that Mon's gone, and now you have to get another one. And these games are also not designed to have your Mon's fate and then have to, build it back up. And it's like, it's cool that people like doing that, and they're absolutely allowed to, nothing wrong with that. But then to say that, the games are not fun without doing it, that makes me kind of wonder, it's like, so then... Why do you say you like Pokemon but you don't actually play the games? Which is a conversation I've had with people before where, because like I say like, oh yeah, I don't like Nuzlocke, that's not, that's not the way they're meant to be played, and I don't think it's fun. And they're like, well, yeah, but it makes the game better, and I'm like, that's an opinion. I don't think it makes it better. And they're like, no, it's factually better. But like, the base game is not that much fun. And I'm like, if the game was meant to be played differently, then why don't they design it the way that it's supposed to be played? And it's like something where like this, and it's like it's great that people think that it's more fun to do those things, but to say that it's wrong and boring to just play the game as they are doesn't make sense to me. Well, and I mean, because yeah, if you over-level it to a point, and that's really with like any game, if you over-level, like things are gonna be crazy easy, and that's what also like, yeah, and like, it's casual. I mean, like, now granted, I like doing the whole battling aspect. I put in a lot of effort into that. Also, this team I got is just atrocious. This is gonna be hard to get through. But they it's just like I think really like at the end of the day, what kind of confuses me is that people who get mad that you don't do all of this extra stuff playing a game, and you play it the way that it's designed, and then they tell you that you just don't like having fun. And I'm like, but but I'm having a good time. Why is it that I'm playing it wrong? Or like just people who just say that like, and again, this is a huge one that I also like. I personally strongly disagree with the I definitely do not agree with this sentiment of ROM hacks are better than the actual proper Pokemon games. I think that's just absolute horseshit. They're not all. There are very few ROM hacks where I think they actually are more fun than the main series games, but it is not often. Are you better? No, and you're still same nature? Oh, you're quirky. What about you? What's your trainer member? Docile? But you still have the same moves. So the natures are randomized, but not the moves? What about you? Are you like adamant or something? Brave? You still have Spark? What was your ability? No. Skills? Rivalry? What about you? Still acid. Should never do acid. Brave. Oh my gosh. If your nature's decent, I'll try to start with you again. Lax. Budget. Whatever. This. That. Graveler. What is Staravia? I don't even think I even looked at Staravia last time. Okay, careful. Okay, I'll fucks with the Staravia. Oh, you know what? Hold on. If I'm gonna do Staravia... Oops. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I'm angry that you're not playing with 6 Magikarp right now. Oh, my bad, bro. Let me just push the power button real quick.
Sunset Coliseum. Select battle.
Challenge runs and mods are cool, but it overshadows a lot of what made these okay. And that's yeah, like that. I think that ends up being a huge part of it as well. Is it's like, well, like for me, it's like I asked somebody once too, and I'm like, so why do you think that these games got as big as they did if they aren't doing half of the shit you say makes these games good? I was like, then how is it that they've been dominating in the game, gaming market for getting close? Well, I will say the last like 5 to 7 years, they haven't exactly been killing it comparatively to their how things were in previous gens and stuff. But like, I was like, about how is it that you get, they're able to do so well and they don't do half the stuff that you say they should be doing to actually make it good? And they're just like, well, I mean, like, just, yeah, like, whatever, the base games are fine, but, like, they could be doing so much better and they ignore the fans. Like, why haven't they made a game that has all the regions involved, it has all the Pokemon available and everything else? And I'm like, well, like, they kind of used to do shit like that, but the problem is, like, they know that if they were to try that, it won't do well. It would become way too saturated, and like the game, because they're like, well, what about Pokemon MMO? And it's like, dude, if you're playing Pokemon MMO, then you don't want to play Pokemon. You're playing something else. It's not the same game. And they're like, yeah, but that would make it so much better. It's like, yes, but then you're gonna have a shitload of people who will not play the game because it's not what Pokemon is. And they're like, but the game would be better. Like they can get used to it. They'll adapt. And it's like, then make a different series then. Because, like, I mean, they made Pokemon Conquest, and they could have easily, if they wanted to try, just be like, oh yeah, this is just what Pokemon is now. It's Conquest. And you gotta deal with it because, we have a handful of fans who think that this is the way to go, so now this is the way we go. It's like, you would lose so many people so fast. Like, and I get that people said PLA needs to be the way that Pokemon's gonna be, and I was like, no. I was like, it would never be that way. And I had people in my Discord who were like, why? Why wouldn't PLA become the new standard? PLA sold, so many games that sold more than whatever else. And I'm like, yeah, but like, they're not going to make that the new standard. They would be stupid to do that. He was like, stupid? I was like, yes, that would be stupid to do that. You have fans who they've built up. They've kind of built up like a brand relationship, whatever you want to call it. And they've had this for a long time, and now you're just going to say, no, we're going to completely uproot what we are and make it new. Like, that would be foolish. And apparently they didn't like the fact that I used the word foolish. And they were like, well, you know what, they're going to lose out on a lot of money because I think more people want it to be like PLA. And I was like, yes, but PLA is a cool side game that keeps a lot of the main mechanics. But if they kept that battle mechanics and they made that for like all of the games to come in the future, you would lose. The competitive scene would be completely non-fucking existent. And I mean, like, there's just a bunch of mons that with also like EV training is the same way as it was in Gen 1, which then takes away the, I'd say, the individualism, and it makes everything have to be the exact same. That's all it's gonna be. It's why Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, they don't have a competitive scene because the way that it's all designed is very much like Gen 1, where it was super hard to be competitive. And then Gen 2 kind of was the same deal, where it's like you can be competitive, but you're gonna see a lot of the same shit. But whatever, you're probably gonna be cool with it. And I mean, people were. And then Gen 2 and Gen 3 got super creative when they limited what you could do with EVs, and it made the game significantly more unique, having it to where now you're like, oh man, is this gonna be, is this gonna be like a special attacking Salamence, a physical? Is it gonna be mixed? I mean, like, other mons were still kind of like, there's not too much variety you're gonna get with it. Like, yeah, who's gonna make a physical Latios? You're not making physical Latios. It got better and better as it started to, like, in a sense, kind of limit itself with some things. But by doing these, limits, it just makes it to where now it's unique. And you're not going to just be like, oh, it's Chansey. Okay, there's really not going to be too much else that's going to be done with this Chansey. It's definitely going to be hard to knock out. But it's definitely going to have, like, it's going to be Bolt Beam, Soft Boiled, and whatever else. Like, it's going to be the same every time. Though, granted, Chansey kind of is the same way still. It's going to probably be the same way. But, like, it's not going to be like a... And for some reason I was going to say Mewtwo, but you know what? Mewtwo is also one where, like, it was just so good it can do whatever the fuck it wants. But, like, yeah, so Legends is absolutely fantastic. Don't think I'm trying to knock it. Like, I took a break from it because I'm, like, trying to get back into doing stuff on YouTube again. But like Legends Arceus, it's still fun to go back and play. But it's like one of my issues I didn't really like with it is that playing Legends Arceus, the levels feel like they don't matter. And the reason I say that is because you can be level 4 and go against a mon that's like level 25 and have a chance. And you can't do that in any other game. And so, cause like there were like I was like rewatching a speedrunner of the Pokemon games. I was watching him like play it, from when it first came out, cause he played it like day 1, hour 1, whatever was playing it, and he was like, wait a minute, this thing is level 4, and I'm level like 29. Why the hell did this thing just live any of my moves? How is that possible? It's level fucking 4. And that's like the weird thing where it did, whereas it made the levels feel like they didn't matter. And and I still don't understand like how HP was even really supposed to work, because like you start off with like way more HP than you did in like the older games, and it's because like base HP works somewhat differently now. Yeah, so like it just like I said, like Legends Arceus was good, and it's good as a side game, but and like they're still, and I think I don't know what the final standings are on it. I think people say that Legends is supposed to be considered mainline. Like it's supposed to be considered like the mainline games because it can interact with them and everything else, but it doesn't really interact with them. It interacts with Home, which can interact with it, which is not the same. But I'm just like, yeah, I treat Legends Arceus as a side game, and AZ when it comes out, I will treat it as a side game. I mean, and there's a bunch of games where I mean, like, cause that's what they are. If they are not Pokemon, you know, just whatever they end up choosing it to be, like that's not mainline. It's gonna I would consider it a spin-off or a side game. And it's great, you know, they're like, yeah, but it talks about like Sinnoh and whatever else, and you have starters, and I'm like, yes, but you can do that in a lot of different games. Technically, they consider Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness are not considered mainline games, even though you can trade with the mainline games. Okay, I'm actually going to be a little bit... I actually have a Wormadam. I freaking love Wormadam a little bit now, because I have one that I was using in my mono grass type run, and it was modest with perfect special attack, and like its defenses were also really freaking good, and I just had the best time using it. You know what? I genuinely like Beedrill, so we're gonna use Beedrill. Bite, Leervore, Headbutt, Calm, gross. What about this Monferno? Oh, you're still dog shit too. Combuskin, are you better? Quick attack, Ember, double kit. Is your nature decent? Quiet? I might with Combuskin. Memo, hasty. I didn't mean to do that. Biscuits. Okay, check moves. Dragon Rage, Slam Tomb, Captivate. Probably not. Dragon Arrow, you a baller. Timid? Okay. Dragon Rage, Thunder Wave. I kind of like it because I can Thunder Wave things. Cricketune. Calm. Ugh, gross. X Scissor Squeak. Oh, and you actually have... I mean, granted, they know you're, like, not good, so I get why they give you the moves that they did, but damn it. Combuskin, and then... I'm gonna go Gabite. That's probably a bad decision, but it's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I would say this would have been the closest thing to Stadium 3 that you were gonna get, because I mean it has connectivity with the games, the mainline games of the time. Like that's like I said, that's where I get like my team, all of the mons. So like in my Discord, which I'm trying to like get out that I do have a Discord, because I'll share stuff in there like if I'm trying to set stuff up. Or, like, there's times where, like, I'll go and hang out in my Discord if I'm not wanting to do, like, YouTube shit. I'll go to Discord and do stuff there. But, like, I shared, like, all the mons that I have to use in this game. I was, you know, updating real time when I was like, oh, this is my next mon that I got to level 100. Oh, this is the next one I plan on using. Like, that's the stuff that I was doing while I was there. I'm doing in Discord. But yeah, so like it has connectivity with those games, and that's how I'm using like the ones that I had. That's why like I have my Scizor, Dragonite, and Salamence, all them. Yeah, they're from my Platinum, which is not my Platinum I had when I was growing up. Because sadly, the Platinum I had when I was growing up, it was really weird. I never took it out of my DSi, and this was what was this? Was this? I think my parents were split up, but they weren't talking about getting divorced. It was a weird thing. Which, by the way, don't be all like, ooh, sorry, your parents are divorced. It was a good thing that happened, but wow, did it take way too freaking long for it to happen, and it was a whole thing. But, like, I never took my Platinum out of my DSi, and this was when we were staying at my, my great-grandparents' house, while they were still alive and didn't have dementia. And using the N-word in places where they shouldn't, like to your sister. And so like I had lost my DSI while I was there, and then we ended up having to just like quickly move and leave. And I think it was because we ended up getting a house, and they were like, we just gotta go, let's get out of here. And I was like, okay, but like I don't think I know where my stuff is at. Oh yeah, dude, that's a whole freaking, that whole event is oof, it was not fun, but it happened, so you know, no going back. All you can do is move forward. But so I was like, yeah, I can't find my DSI, and my mom was like, well, sorry, we gotta go. And so we left, and we didn't end up going back to that house until so like it was, well, like my grandpa, I think, had just died. No, he was dead for a while. And then we went to so we had to go back because my grandma ended up needing to she needed to like move in with us and stuff, and because she ended up getting like dementia and shit like hard. So we had to go and like clean out her house, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I can actually look for my thing. And my grandma, so like my grandma's there and she's trying to like get shit done. She's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm looking for the DSI that I lost. And she was like, oh yeah, you were talking about that like a couple months ago. And I was like, yeah, still want it back. And then I found it, but for some reason my platinum wasn't in it. And I'm like, well, shit, this had my event shaman in it, and now I don't have that platinum. Like, I had an event shaman. I think I had the Toys R Us Reggie Geekus, so that was infuriating too. I think I had the Darkrai. I don't remember. I want to say I did. And it's also how I got there was a shiny Dustox I had gotten from, like, I think somebody didn't realize what they had, but somebody put a Dustox up for trade in GTS, and this is like all stuff that you can't do anymore. Oh, dude, don't even. I've got a story for my freaking Alpha Sapphire. But so I did end up finding my, so I found my DSI, which was nice, but I'm like missing, like the one big thing that I wanted from it. And it also had a bunch of mons, because I still had a DS at the time also, and I had stuff that I had sent from my Emerald to there, and I lost those too, so that was also kind of like bullshit, but not really much I could do after that. And then, yeah, so I never got that platinum back. Ended up getting a new copy of it, and I mean, now we're here, and I'm still able to do all the stuff that I did as a kid. So kind of content with it. But so I had a copy of Alpha Sapphire that I had everything on it. Like stuff from Emerald that I would transfer up, because I was using my stuff from Emerald to doing stuff in Alpha Sapphire. I mean, stuff from my Platinum, Black and White. Because I was also, like, I was actively, like, I didn't go to, like, tournaments or anything, but I would do, like, Wi-Fi battles, I was using my Y version, and then when Oraz came out, switched over to Oraz. And I had a lot of fun doing that stuff also. One of my favorite battles, and I actually tried, I was using my shitty phone to record my Wi-Fi battles. I think I made like 4 of them or something. But one of them I was very happy that I got to record was I had somebody they were using an Arceus, I think it was Arceus or Fairy Arceus. And my Gastrodon one-shot them with Miracle because they thought they were going to be able to Judgment and knock me out. And they DC'd. So that was fun. But I had my 3DS with me. And for some reason, I was like, you know what? While I'm out and about, because this is while I was still in my A school. Which... there's depending on what your MOS, your job is when you're in the military, you sometimes go to 1, possibly 2 schools. And for me, from what my MOS was, I had to go to 2 schools. So the first one was in Pensacola, Florida, and the next one ended up being Jacksonville, North Carolina. Hidden Power Protect Defog. What? Oh, and your nature. Motham, I love you, but that's gross. Disgusting. So, for my A school, I was in Pensacola, Florida. These are just a shit moveset. And I for some reason, like, I wanted my 3DS with me, but I also had this strange desire to take my 3DS with multiple games, even though the stuff we were doing did not require me to, like, need to bring all that shit with me. Modest with ingrained Vine Whip. If you were adamant, maybe. So I have an Alpha Sapphire is just loosely in my pocket. I didn't have it in a case. I didn't have it in the DS because I had a different game in my DS at that moment. And we're running to go, like, we're trying to, like, cross the street, but we're trying to go, like, fast to cross the street. Absorb. It's not worth it. We were going fast trying to cross the street, and while we were doing that, I tripped and fell and ripped my jeans. And for those who don't know, you cannot have ripped clothing. Like, your clothes need to always be, like, perfect and presentable. Just doesn't matter what you're doing. It has like, you have to have nice stuff. And if I were to try to go back, like, through the barracks, and if anybody of any kind of importance would have seen that I was going out wearing ripped clothes, they wouldn't care if it happened while I was out there. They would have been like, well, you needed to fix that mess as soon as it happened. And I could have had to deal with some bullshit with it. So to prevent that, I went into a Ross and got a new pair of jeans. And I thought I emptied out my pockets well enough. And I did not. So I went, so, like, I go back to the barracks and I'm emptying my pockets and I'm, like, looking through the pile, and I'm like, I don't see my game. And then I checked my 3DS and it's not in there, and I went, no. And I'm like, and then I, like, thought about it, and I was like, that is definitely in those pants pockets, which are now in the trash can at that Ross. Which I was stupid to have thrown those pants away. I should have brought them with me. But I was a dumb kid back then. Oh well. But my roommate was like, "Hey man, you alright?" And I'm like, No. And I went back to that Ross that same day, and I don't know why, but for some reason they emptied the trash can. Because, like, I didn't, like, put it in, like, one of the ones, like, in the middle of the freaking mall. Because we are at a mall where I went to buy these pants. Like, it was at the Ross. And I was like, how did they change the trash within, well, the last 3 hours? This is bullshit. And they were like, oh, yeah, no, apparently the custodian guy or whatever has to leave early today or something. So he got everything kind of started early. I was like, oh, this is bullshit. He was like, yeah, I guess. Sorry, man. I don't know. But yeah. So now I don't like Ross stores. I remember as a kid we were traveling, but I had a bunch of PS. I mean, they just disappeared or was stolen. That was. I don't think I ever. Oh, I know. I also had I had, like, the DS Lite. I had, like, the one with the red top with the black bottom. I had one of those, and I think I had Kirby Squeak Squad in it because I was playing that game. And for some reason, I had it so, like, and I don't even think it was, like, I think it was gym, but it was like the gym teacher was just like, I just don't want to do shit today, so if your 3DS wasn't in there, he would have left later that day. Yeah. Yeah, most likely. But so, like, I had, like, my DS in oh, that Pelipper's gonna knock me out soon. I feel like Aerial Ace might not knock out that Carnivine. I'm gonna do this. So I had the DS and I had it, so, like, for this gym day, like, I used to and, like, we didn't have gym every day. So, like, if I had gym that day, and it was, like, in the winter when I had it for the semester, So I would like come to school and I would wear the shorts underneath my pants, and then have like a second shirt to just quickly switch out of. If we like did anything that was like crazy, but to like kind of save on time and whatever, and then like just not have to be in a locker room with like a billion different naked dudes. I would just like take the jeans off and I would leave it on the bleachers because they would typically have the bleachers out as well. And I don't even know how it happened, but like somebody I guess just kind of noticed like, oh, he's not there, I'm gonna take his DS out of his pocket, and then somehow just like got away with that. So I'm like looking, I'm like, where's my DS at? And I just kind of like looked around and I was like, oh cool, so some dickhead stole it. And I didn't have the thought of being like, hey, gym teacher man, line everybody the fuck up and I'm gonna find my DS right now. Didn't have the thought of doing that. Like, I was just like, well, I guess it's gone now. That's just my life now. And it was weird because it was in high school, and I don't know any other high schools who were like, oh yeah, I want to take your stuff. Like, nobody was playing freaking on their DS and shit that time. I actually had for our, when we were doing exams my freshman year, I had, because I mean, and you guys probably know also from school and shit, like during exam time, you're not allowed to have like your phone out or anything with like internet access or communication capabilities. But like I brought my Game Boy Advance and I had Emerald in it, and I remember I turned in my exam and I was like, hey, is it cool if I play on this? Well, because I think I got done like really early. I was confident in it. And I was like, can I do this? This doesn't have... And she was like, oh, I know what that is. Yeah, you're good. And so, like, I'm just sitting there playing Emerald. And there's a kid who, like, he walks by me. But he, like, looks down and see... So he like went to walk by, like, with his exam still. And he's just, like, he was walking, kind of side-eyed at what I was doing. And then he, like, stopped, took a step back, looked down at what I was doing. And he just went, oh, hell yeah. And he, like, stepped away. Turned in his thing. And then he like whispered something to the teacher, and she was like, you know, she was like, yeah, she just kind of like nodded, yeah, whatever. And then he like walks back over, and then his head is right next to mine, and he's just looking down at what I'm doing, and I was like, hey man, what's up? And he was like, is that Emerald? And I was like, yeah. He was like, I have like a level 70 Blaziken at home. And then he just walked away, and I was like, and then I was just like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, I never talked to that dude in my like entire freshman year, because that was like our first. Oh, thank goodness this is the final. This is so fucking annoying. Oh, and this guy's dressed as a Lucario. I remember that. Vigoroth, my boy. Please don't be a piece of shit. Body slam, protect. If your nature's good. Naive, I'll fucks with it. Alright. Vigoroth. Easy yes. Oh, I love Vigoroth. Giraffe, please be decent. No. What the fuck are these moves? Oh my gosh, that's trash. Somebody stole my iPod. Oh, that's that. Oh, my wife got my wife had her DS pickpocketed while she was in DC. I don't know why that reminded me of it, but she was like, "Yeah, I used to have a DS Lite." And then we went to Washington, and like she was like, and I knew when it happened because the guy like bumped into me and like purposely like fumbled or whatever else, and then like he like quickly like went back and blended in with the crowd, and she was like, "Yep," and my DS was gone. She was like, "That was sad." Do you have a decent nature? Please have a decent nature. Try to fuck with hasty nature. I mean, stealing from Walmart or something is based, but taking someone's DS is, yeah. Actually, depending on Walmart, they won't always fucking prosecute anymore. Especially if you go to one in, wait a minute, do you have Dream Eater but no Sing? What? What? Helping Hand Double Kick Ground Attract? What? Token's Kiss, what is your goal? Who can even... You know what? Does Butterfree have Sleep Powder? Doesn't even have sleep. Who is that meant for? I mean, I guess Butterfree, Riolu, do you suck? Bold, do you have special moves? Of course. Bold, but you have all physical moves. I love it. Grovyle, you have, like, shit moves, don't you? Yeah, what? What's your nature? Alright, I fucked with Grovyle. I thought that thing was gonna have, like, Fury Cutter and Tackle. Vigoroth knows you're the shining slacker. He's gotta go. Dude, I think I actually did, because I vaguely, as soon as I saw the Vigoroth, I was like, this one actually does have some good moves. I did use this, because I got it multiple times when I played this game, like, 2-3 years ago. Do I want to be afraid of... I'm going to Body Slam Riolu. We're going to Toxic Gabite. This makes sense to me. I'm hoping that I at least get this thing either knocked out or paralyzed so it can't hit me, because I don't want to deal with its Force Palm. What Dragon Rush? Why does my Gabite have freaking Dragon Rage, but you're over here just with the absolute freaking might of Dragon Rush? Malarkey. Used to work at Walmart. He says the employees were not allowed to stop someone from shoplifting. Yeah, especially like depending on the state you're in, you can get really. I should have used freaking. I'm gonna protect. He's probably gonna do it again. I'm gonna guess he's gonna end up trying to Dragon Rush me again or something and get me knocked out. Yeah, no, like California, if you're not stealing, I forget what the amount is, but there's some places in Cali where like you have to steal. You pretty much have to steal a felony amount of stuff in order to be able to be stopped. And even if they stop you, they have like rules that they have to follow in stopping you. Like they're not allowed to, like, they can't, if they physically hurt you at all, or they claim that you hurt them while they were getting their stuff back, like they can just sue you and you're just screwed. So I mean, that's why, like, if you've ever seen, there's that one dude who he has everything in his store is marked as $999.99, and when you go to the front, discounts will be applied, and then it becomes the actual price it's supposed to be. Because if he has everything marked up as that, because that's what he's selling it for, then he can stop you. It doesn't matter, you know, what you're doing, what you're selling. Oh, really? A crit? My boy. My Vigoroth. No. Yeah, like it... I have no choice. I gotta bring both out. Oh, this sucks. Yeah, of course I gotta bring out Grovyle. What am I gonna say? No, I don't want Grovyle to come out? Like, Goober?
The blue corner trails slightly, comparing the number of remaining Pokémon. But the battle has just begun.
I'm gonna try to powder you, and we are going to Leaf Blade you. Because I don't want to get hit by anything. Because I think I'm haste. Oh. Aww. That's gonna hurt. Don't die. I mean... how much does Combuskin have HP-wise? Yeah, like, and that's what happens. Like, it's really sad now, like, how that stuff just works. I mean, I can try to Silverwind, Combuskin, I guess. And a Leaf Blade Gabite. Combuskin, can you be fully paralyzed? Like, can you be a doll? Just be fully paralyzed? Like, that Gabite was a fucking monster. And I think I got rid of one of his other mons. I just need that fully para. Fully para.
But this is not a favorable
Please. Can you hit Butterfree? Butterfree? Yes. Weirdly, I'm kind of okay with this. Okay, because you live that. What's your last mon? Luxio? No Intimidate? Son of a bitch. Because now it's... I mean, I gotta hope for a crit here. Like, this is just a bad time. Crit? No. Can we get a crit here? Like, I need crits. Or that works. Now, can I get a rainbow boost? Can we please get the rainbow boost? I don't think I do, though. I think the rainbow boost... Okay, this is good. I have hope.
Will be lucky to get through this crisis.
I need crits. It's a lizard. I just know they're supposed, like, because I mean it's the wood gecko, so yeah, it's based off a gecko or lizards or whatever. Can we get some fully paras, please? Fully paras? Fully paras? No. No. Shit. This is bad. This is bad. Because I don't have anything else. I now have... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think this is a loss. Oh. Oh, there's my freaking rainbow boost. You know, after I needed it. Dag nabbit. What? I could have used that so much farther back. And I don't think I get... I don't even know. Do I get continues? I don't think I have any kind of continues for this. Hey man, that's not cool. You should be honored to be able to battle at the... Shut up. Oh no, that's... I have to... I kind of want to do one more set of battles, but I am not doing with this. I want to do other battles. I want to do like a higher ranked one. Is this Main Street that I had higher? Standard knockout battle against Colony Leader. I'll do this one. I'll still do singles because I think we're going to start actually seeing some good stuff. I think I'll try to do those ones again on screen. But yeah, that was upsetting to see. Donphan, Magmar, Hypno, Magnetric, Solrock, and Hitmontop. Hitmontop paired with Hypno would be really good. Make that thing hard to kill. And Donphan. Donphan's another really good one to pair it up with. And this is singles. I think... I'm gonna go Dragonite because Lumberry, D-Dance is gonna be super helpful. Salamence will be able to come in and hit something fast and hard. And I think Breloom would be my next best bet because it's a little quick. What? It's expired? What?
Poketopia Main Street Coliseum. Knockout
Oh,
battle.
really? We're gonna do this
Battle
crap right now?
What kind of battle can we expect from the challenger this
tick.
time? They're ready to battle and are awaiting their trainer's orders.
I think I should be able to do this. Man. Okay, so it should be updated now. If you want to try it out. But yeah, so Discord should be working. I think I may have forgotten to change it or update it or whatever. Yeah, it might have just been the one from yesterday. Like, I think I tried to, I don't want to say like I tried to be like proactive with it, but yeah, I tried using it. Magmar, use Sunny Day. I don't want to waste my Lumberry on a burn, but I have no choice. And we're gonna outrage. Is my best bet. Like a blam. No more Magmar. But yeah, and I know like how I was talking before about, see, Flam Body, son of a bitch. Like one of the things that like that one works. Okay, cool. So like one of the cool things that happens like in a tournament for X and Y, I think it was X and Y or Oras. They had a guy who he went with an Eviolite Magmar, and the guy was like, "Hey, how is his Magmar? Like, it has follow me. Magmar does not get follow me. That's not like that's an illegal Magmar." And the guy was like, "What? No, it's from XD Gale of Darkness." And I guess like the guy must have been like a newer player, or he never played those games. So he was like, "Wait, what?" And they were, and then like just like a quick check, and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, that they're like, yeah, no, that is from that's from XD. Sorry, that's a legitimate Magmar." And he's like, "Oh, that kind of sucks." Rolling kick? Alright, I mean, I'm not worried about that. Now I just need you to be able to power through this confusion. Do we power through it? Oh, man.
No, it attacked itself.
Ooh. You know what? I should be getting... Oh, wow, it's set. What exactly is Discord? I mean, I guess it's considered social media. So like it was kind of used for like gamers to be able to share. Like I think it was especially for like computer game players. You're able to screen share stuff. And you can like DM people. You can do like one-on-one voice chats or video chats. And then you can have like servers. And like for me, like I have my server. It's just I kind of used it just to have like a bunch of people, because like when I first joined Discord, I knew nothing really about it, and I just knew that like being a mod was supposed to be a super cool thing, and like people who had like their own servers made it seem like it was like this really cool, awesome thing, and I'm like, well, you know what? I guess I'm kind of interested in it. Learned a little bit about it, kind of liked it. But like everybody was like, yeah, no, we don't want you to ever be like a mod because you don't know anything about it. But then I would see like they were like having people who like, and then I saw like the mods that they did have, and they were literally like 12 and 13-year-olds, because they just said like, oh yeah, no, I know how Discord works. But like meanwhile, these kids will literally like, they had people who would do or say something, and then they banned them from the server. And then you would get somebody who would like DM one of the mods, and they would be like, hey, I just got... Oh, really? Damn it. Now I have to Mog Punch or Seed Bomb you. Seed Bomb's gonna be the stronger move. Because I don't trust... I don't trust you getting knocked out or being fully parried. Okay, no, it didn't live, that's fine. So like you can, like for mine, I really need to set one up for my channel, but I don't really know how to do it for a community. And mine actually has community status as well. How did I get community status? I still don't know. But it happened. Like I think I like submitted for it. You're fast? You must be Quick Claw. There's no way you're faster. That was nuts. But you're asleep, so that's cool. So yeah, like mine has community status. Oh, can you please? There we go. Hit the thing. So, and I think community status just means like if somebody wanted to, they could look up your server and find it. Whereas if your server is just kind of like, you know, like off the radar and tiny, the only way to really get people in your server is you have to invite them, or somebody else with permissions or whatever has to invite somebody. A lot of people, like, and a lot of YouTube channels will have Discord servers because it's like a neat place for, you know, your subscribers to go to do some stuff. And like if you're wanting to do like more like, you know, things that don't necessarily have to involve YouTube, you can go there and do it instead. A lot of crazy stuff can also happen through Discord. You have to be careful. I mean, it's like anything, any social media, you have to be kind of careful with it. Well, yeah, you don't have to, like, so you can join a chat, like, if it, you know, if, like, there's a group of people doing stuff. Like, for me, I'll, like, go and, like, I'll still stream, like, a game if I'm playing it, but if I'm not doing it on YouTube and I kind of want to just, like, be, you know, doing stupid shit, not have to really worry too much about what I'm saying, like, I go, like, if I'm, like, drinking, or if I'm using edibles, I like using Discord because I don't want to be on YouTube while, you know, not 100% me. Because if anything happens, I don't think Discord's gonna, or YouTube's gonna care if I was having a little drinky poo and made a oopsie doodles. They're not gonna care. But I can go in Discord and just be like, dude, you know, I'm gonna get like sloshed. And I'm gonna play, you know, some online multiplayer game, and then if you guys want to join, do it. Like, I sometimes will, like, I liked going in Scarlet and Violet Gen 9 Pokemon games, and I would like, I'll do raids, and so then I'll just, like, if people are in there to do raids and stuff, then, like, I would just be like, alright, I got this next raid up, and then people would use the link code that's up there, and we would just do, like, a bunch of raids. And, like, if other people were doing raids and stuff, then they would put in their codes and they'd be like, oh, I'll do the next one. And then we'd join their raids that way. Like, I mean, it's, so, like, that's what we use Discord for. Some people say that it's not necessary to have a Discord server, which, technically, it's not. But they're nice for the fact of, like I said, if you want to be able to communicate with people, that helps. And, like, I also use it for, like, if you were to look in it, like, my announcements. Oh, and also you can pick, so, like, you can pick roles. Some roles are used to, like, give you access to maybe certain channels, so that you don't go into a server and you're just, like, flooded with you know, like, this, all the different things they have in it. And, like, one of my roles that I have is, it's the streaming ping. So if I'm on YouTube and I want you to, you know, I want to let you all know, hey, I'm on YouTube going live, then I just go, you know, I'll put a link to this video up and I'll be like, hey, going on in 5 minutes, or, you know, going in on this time. I'll typically do it within, like, a half hour is when I'll ping on there, but I try to do it within 10 minutes. Also, the first turn wake-ups again. Golly freaking jeepers. I don't need this in my life. So, like, I'll ping for that. Back in, like, Gen 8, and, I mean, early Gen 9 days, I had a Raiders ping that I would use for people. Like, if I was in Discord and I'd be like, hey, I'm doing raids at Raiders. And I think anybody could use it. I don't remember. But, so, like, if somebody else wanted to hop in there and they're like, well, he's not in here, but I want to get people to come in and do raids, you could ping and be like, hey, any raiders want to join me? And you get people to join in that way. Discord's also pretty good when it comes to, like, I mean, one, like, nobody really cares if your voice is attractive. Like, that's not why we're going to Discord. Like, we're going there, like, I got very lucky with Discord, and I have a very solid group of people that are in it. Like, the one dude, like, I mean, if he saw, like, that was something that you said, he'd be like, dude, nobody gives a shit. Like, we're here to game and be awesome. Like, that's it. He wouldn't care. Like, and I got a solid group where they're like, as long as you're chill, and you just don't, like, try to come at something with, like, a shitty attitude, you're gonna be absolutely fine. Like, it's a very, very good time being in my server. Now, it's gonna look a little quiet, but it's because a lot of the people that were in it, like, I mean, we have, like, one person in there right now, like, she's a new mom. You know, she's getting a lot of that, you know, she's focusing on baby stuff, rightfully so. Because like a big thing that people will tell you about Discord also is that like real life takes precedence over anything. And another big thing is also don't ever try to do the @everybody ping. Like that is in most places. Even if you attempt it, they'll be like, "Hey, you do that again, and you're out of here." Yeah, but like, yeah, people don't care. Like unless you're like going on there and you're intentionally being annoying. Nobody cares how you're gonna sound. Like if you just talk a certain way, I mean, fuck it. Like that's just, then that's you, and it's like it's something that you can't control. It's douchey to try to give you crap for that. It's not a very cash money play on somebody's part to be doing that. Like, dude, and I personally, I hate my voice. Like when it comes to listening to it. And I know, like, sometimes you have to hear it because you have to just be able to check certain things and whatnot. But, like, I hate hearing my own voice. And if we're in a VC and I can, like, and there's, like, echo, I will be one of the first people to let you know because I don't like hearing me. Which, and then there's people who are like, wait a minute, you don't even like the way your voice is. Why do you stream? And I'm like, because I don't have to listen to my voice while I do this. Like, I check it for the first, like, 5 seconds of a video just to make sure that, like, I can be heard. And none of the sound settings need to be edited to make, you know, like, I don't need to, like, do I need to lower the game's audio? If I'm using music, do I need to turn it down? Do I need to turn my voice up? Did my voice just randomly cut out and I didn't know it? Like that's the only time that I have to. Yeah, it's the issue for me is not so much that I need just humbled. It's I still don't like it. But I can muscle past it, you know, certain things and just get it done. I just won't like it, but I know I can get through it. Because there's so many things that are much worse that I've had to deal with in my life. And to have to listen to my voice once in a blue moon, I can do that. I just won't like it. So yeah, like there's things that I'm okay with doing. I just won't. But yeah, but like, and I think I like looking on like I try to like look at like some groups in Reddit. Like I think there was like a new YouTubers one, and I tried to like I was like, you know what, maybe I can use this and see things I can do to get kind of better with doing this stuff. But like, one, just like the things that people would try to do and say on there was just annoying after a while. It would literally be people who would just ask like the same dumbass question. Like literally you would see like every day there'd be one person that would just, what can I do to get views? Here's what my channel does. Why am I not getting views? And I'm just like, why is it that every damn time, like, just look at the history, look at the thing. Somebody's asked this question. Why are you asking it again? Oh, and then it's a bunch of, I got to 100K subscribers in 6 months. Here's what I found out, and I'm like, why are you? I was like, you're making this Reddit post like it's a YouTube video. And it'd be the kind of YouTube video I would never click on. So like I know, like I just kind of like left that group, but I was like, man, I think I just have, I just want to just do my own thing, because like to try to, is that gonna, I was gonna say, is that gonna kill me? It did not though. Like well, my biggest thing is I kind of found is like, and like these are the ones that I kind of liked, were the answers where they were saying, you know, they're like, if you're coming into this just to get views and try to make money, you're going to give yourself a harder time trying to be good, because you're not going to have good intentions and you're not going to be focused on making something good. You're just going to try to make something, you know, just with like certain specifics and it might not have your personal touch to it. So what I kind of got from that at the end of the day was, I think it's in my best interest to just do what I want to do it how I want to do it, and I also have to have the understanding of, and I'm not an expert, I'm just fucking learning this stuff and whatever. I'm just also wanting something to talk about, because it's also something I'm interested in, but like I'm not gonna do this like as a job. I'm not trying to make money off of it. Oh, she dropped a baby. I'm gonna be the like I enjoy the work that I do. So doing this, essentially this is a hobby for me. And like, even like as a hobby, like I know I'm not gonna be an expert at it, but doing this like for a while, I mean, like the titles, I try to just like, my biggest thing is like, I don't want my titles to always be too samey. My thumbnails, dude, I literally will make these thumbnails. Sometimes I'll either, it'll be like 20 minutes before I think about going live or something. If it's like a new thing, and I'll be like, did I make thumbnails? I don't think I did. I should probably work on making thumbnails. And then I'll literally be sitting in my chair and I just use my phone and make the thumbnails. And if I don't make them like at home, and if I actually like can make them preemptively and with some like time, I make them either on my lunch breaks at work, or I will literally, I'll take a bathroom break and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go live today. I need to quickly make the thumbnail for, like yesterday's Banjo-Tooie thumbnail that I made. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta make that. I like, took a quick bathroom break, got it done, sent it to what it needed to, finished up, and then continued on about my day. So then when I got home, I can literally just turn this on, get it all to it, everything's where it needs to be, and then I just go. Like the biggest thing that I did learn, and I learned this over the last like 2 months or so, is I need to stop. Oh, actually, it was pretty much starting in like November, because I had some like stuff going on here, and I learned that I want to start with Roserade. Roserade hasn't been getting much love, and I want it to. I need to, even though I know that like consistency and being able to have like a schedule that's consistent as well, not just consistency as a whole, but like doing all these things and like having that schedule is good, and being able to say, oh, I'm going to be on at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, which I add time zones because I've had so many people who are like, I don't live in buttfuck Ohio. I don't know what, I don't know what 5 p.m. is for you, because I live in Minnesota. And I'm like, okay, not bad. So like I'll put EST, and it's like, if you don't know what EST is, Google what 10 p.m. EST is compared to your time zone. Typically it's that easy, but for some reason people are just like, no, I want you to make it for me and me alone. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But like I know I had to like stop saying, oh, I'm going to be on today at 2, because it could be literally, and this is what happened to me so much last year, was I would be like, okay, I'm gonna start this at like 4:30, because I get home around 4, and that's when I can get like things done, whatever started, and then I can just hang out. But I had too many times where I would get started, and then and it was as if like whoever it was that just needed to give me something to do or ask a question, it's like they had their, some sixth sense told them, hey, he's doing something now. Give him something very important that he can't ignore and have to get up from what he's doing and go do it. And that happened so much last year. So I was like, you know what? I would have it to where I sat in this chair. I had the freaking title made. I had the thumbnail changed. I had the hashtags and whatever else ready to go. And I'm like, all right. And then I would make my announcement, in Discord, you know, okay, live in 5 minutes. And then as soon as I would do it, I get a phone call. Hey, this just happened. We need you to kind of come here and help with something. I'm like, mother... Or it would be like, my wife would be like, hey, so I'm on my way home and we need to go and do something. And I'm just like, motherfucker. So then I'm just like, alright, well, I guess we're freaking done here. And I would just have to, like, end the video. And then I would end up deleting it because I'm like, well, I don't want to leave this failure of a freaking stream up because that's kind of a waste of time. And I'm like, I don't know what to do here anymore now. Like, what now? So, like, there was a point, like, that's why, like, if you see, I think it was, I have videos from probably almost 2 years ago, if not 2 years ago now. And then I have it to where, like, I started doing some stuff, like, early last year. And then there's a long period of time where I stopped. And then I recently got in, and then I got into it again. So I think there was, like, 2 times where I, like, tried to get this shit rolling. And it was always just something had to come in and just be like, no, you're not doing that. And I've had people who try to tell me, oh, well, you should probably just give up on your channel then, because if you've already had to do this like 2 or 3 times now, YouTube's gonna keep you down. And I'm like, and then I was like, well, you know what? That's okay, cool. I was gonna say I'm actually gonna have to get off here once this finishes. And of course, like I usually do, I'll be like, well, hold on, before I get off, let me do this. So I'll probably end up hopping off here after this battle, and I'm going to check a thing or two. Yeah, so like, I was like, you know what, maybe I should possibly, you know, maybe make a new channel and start it up again. But then I was like, wait a minute, I'm not trying to make money off of this. I just want to kind of meet some new people and just do whatever. And so far that's been working out pretty okay. I think I've gotten what, 2, like pretty much like every month or so I maybe get like a new sub, or like I've had it where I'll get a sub and then like a day or 2 later one will go away. And so I have this like weird thing where I am like doing this weird back and forth thing where, and I've been like pretty solid at like 50 right now. Oh wow, new battle pass. Okay, I'm kind of happy about that. Hope to continue. Good time, Poketopia. But yeah, so like it's like there's this like weird thing that's just been kind of going where it's like, yeah, you like, you know, I'm gonna just be cool with doing it how I'm doing it now. And I will say, like, I've also like, and like my big thing too is like I also started doing this because I keep wanting to like watch other YouTubers and stuff doing whatever, but the problem I have is that all the YouTubers now, I can't stand watching what they do because they're all it's either there's no glasses. Like, they all are just either, like, it looks too busy, or, like, their big thing is like, they'll be playing a game, and they'll be doing stuff, and they have to stop and read a donation, or a, what do they call it, what, super chat? Like, they have to, like, stop and do it, and then just, like, yelling into the mic, oh, thanks, blah, 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 for, donating $5, and then we'll be like, your music saved my life, and I named my, like, 3rd child after you, and my dog has your name as a middle name. And you're like, okay, but, like, I thought we were gonna watch a guy, like, you know, play a game. And it's like, no, every, like, 10 minutes, it's somebody just wants to be heard. Yeah, and that's my goal is like, I just see there's too many of these things now where they're just like, their goal really is just I want to make my money, and to do that is everybody wants your stuff to look like it's expensive. Like, you get like the people who have I'm back and forthing like wanting to use a webcam, but the reason I don't want to use a webcam is because I like being comfortable, and when I'm home I don't always want to like like I'm not like, you know, like I'm not like doing this and I'm like sitting on a chair nude or something, but like I like wearing like just like shorts and then maybe like my sandals, and I'll just wear that in my house. And I'm not gonna like I'll be like, oh yeah, I want to stream today. Oh, I gotta put a shirt on. I gotta make sure, because like, and I won't just wear like shorts. I'm wearing like my skivvy shorts, so they're like the short cozy ones, which I don't want to be wearing that on camera, because then people are gonna be like, oh, this guy's kind of weird. Don't know why he's doing what he's doing right now. And you're like, I just want to be comfortable, but I also want to stream. Oh wait, I don't want to copy. I want to look at my storage, because I'm actually contemplating if I want to change my team up a bit, because I think I have been heavily relying on a lot of my easy ones. Look at my boy here, Adamant from Hoenn. I don't necessarily like these moves that much. I want to get rid of Hammer Arm, but I don't know what I would do for Hammer Arm, other than like Giga Impact, but I don't think it's necessary. And yeah, but I also don't like. I mean, if I made money from doing this, cool, but it's not necessary. Like, if it happened, I would just see it as a delightful bonus. But I don't expect it. And I'm not going to put in unnecessary and unhealthy effort in trying to make it happen. Especially because this is like something too where like I have too many things that I have to keep in mind when it comes to like my life. Like I have cars that I have to pay for because my wife also works and she needs her car. I have a house. Like we bought a house in October of 23, so I have to like make sure that that's like, you know, that gets paid. And I can't stop my job, which, like I said, I also really like my job. And so like yeah, I'm not gonna treat this as a job and expect to make money, because if I did that, I'm going to have a very, very, very bad time. I'm gonna, it'll feel like I'm French frying when I'm supposed to pizza. Also, I love this Heatran so much. I wish that it had Eruption, but at the same time, I think Magma Storm is gonna be fine. And I'm waiting to also try to use like Heatran once I get to like the higher ranking stuff. And I want to use Torterra, even though I know people are like, Torterra's ass. I don't care. Torterra is my friend. Look at it. It is all about the power. I love my Torterra. But yeah, like I just like that I'm doing this and I'm able to have a good time doing it. And I've also, oh yeah, so like I'm doing this because I also, yeah, said it was, I don't like all the flashiness of it. I think it gets a little much, but that's why like I found like your channel, because I mean, like the first thing I think I saw was you talking about Banjo-Tooie, and I was like, all right, this guy's already saying that like Banjo-Tooie is better than Kazooie, so he's already got my freaking vote, so this is good. But it was like I'm getting like watching like the same kind of videos as long as I have, I'm not enjoying it as much. So like going and trying to find these like new up and comers, I find that more entertaining to watch, because it's watching growth, and because I'm kind of doing this myself, I think I can relate to it a little bit more, where it's kind of hard trying to watch somebody who's got, you know, 1 to 3 million subs, and the stuff that they're doing now and how they do their stuff. I'm like, man, this doesn't feel like somebody, like it's not somebody that you can easily relate to anymore. It's not anywhere near the same. It's like, and I think that's why I really liked like, and I know everybody probably wants to hear stuff like this, and I also really need to get off, but I'm having a hard time. But like watching like Game Grumps, like when they were like first starting and stuff, it felt like it was like two guys just being like at home and doing stuff. And I was like, man, I want to do that someday. And then, I mean, like they're nowhere near like how they freaking started. So I'm like, I want to find that again. So like going and finding some of these like these newer YouTubers now, and I get to see that same thing where I'm like, man, I'm watching somebody who I enjoy how they're starting now, and I get to, you know, if they keep getting better and doing whatever, it's going to be seeing, you know, them get to that, maybe that same point. Yeah. Dude, and there's some where, like, as they would have just, if they didn't change how they were, they probably would still be able to, like, get, like, more people and doing well, while not also taking the unnecessary things like going and renting out a building, getting an office, getting a staff to do shit. It's like you got where you are by doing these small things. You can improve it, nothing wrong with that. But why the hell do you have to go out and buy an office and get other people involved now? And it becomes something that's not what got you where you are. Like, a channel that I think of with that, because like Grumps did it, but the problem is that the Grumps, I think Game Grumps semi-ruined Super Mega by pretty much telling them like, hey, you guys are getting to a point where you guys need to be like us. You guys need to go and get an office. You need a staff, and you need to be doing all this. Like, this is what it's like, and then because they did that stuff, they ended up having that whole huge ordeal, you know, that, you know, they were gone for a little bit because of what happened. Oh yeah, these are my, this is my pickup crew. I go around and I battle random mons, or if I'm money grinding at the one spot, they give me random items. That actually is what I used the last, like I got like 12 rare candies while getting this thing from 80 to 96 or 7, and then I just like was like, you know, I got rare candies to spare and I can generate them, so I just got this to 100. But yeah, so like just like seeing like channels that if they would have just kept doing what they were doing and could have been fine, but instead you see them just do all this stuff that was totally not necessary, and then there's more problems that come out of it, and you're just like, well, now I'm gonna watch something that's not gonna be the same. And they'll get new fans. And new fans, man, they just... some of them are just hard to deal with. And they're like, you guys just don't like good stuff. And you guys don't like that they've gotten better and they've improved. It's like, no. They were fantastic when they first started. And then it's like, well, it's like we saw how they got started. And they, like, you don't see it because you don't watch their older stuff. But they are shells of what they used to be. Yeah, but the problem is that the chances of me getting to a point where, you know, I probably would have a lot of people that would be able to join in and just have like a cool time and just hang out and just do whatever, the chances of me getting to that point are slim. I would almost say probably gonna even be impossible, but if I'm able to continue growing, then fuck yeah, but I promise you there's probably not going to be too much that I'm going to be able to really change. Like, the most I might do, so like okay, this is going to have to be like the last thing, and then I actually have to get off. I still have to work tomorrow, but I can run off of 6 hours of sleep and be fine. But like I have my banner for my channel. I didn't make that, and I had one of my Discord members. What does she go by right now? Check. Actually, she's in there right now. Well, it says she's online right now, but like Certified Rock Eater, she's the one who made my banner. You know, no, dude, this is a me thing. I love talking. That's also why I like streaming, because I get to talk. Whereas you watch somebody stream, you have to type, and if you type and you do it too much, you look like a freaking weirdo, and they're like, why are you doing so much stuff? Like, you need to chill, bro. But if I'm streaming, I get to talk. I don't have to worry about typing things and being like too much. See you later, 20. I'm actually getting ready to hop off here in a sec too. Once I finish this last thought for realsies. Once I finish this thought, I'll be donesies. But Ah, crap, and I forgot what it was. Oh, but yeah, so like I had like Certified Rock Eater in my Discord. They made my banner because I liked how like you can yab as much as you want. Yeah. Well I know was it the one dude was like, hey, let him have surprises, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this guy's beaten the game before, but if people want me to relax, I mean, I'll relax. And again, it's not my place. So yeah, definitely I try to be mindful like that. Cause I know like I wouldn't want that in my server if you had somebody who was just kinda like almost seemed like they were kinda trying to like run the joint, and you're like, man, I think this guy needs to like chill out. Like that's a real potential. Is like I don't want to, I don't, if I wouldn't want it in my channel or server or whatever, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to do that to somebody. But yeah, so like I got like Certified Rock Eater right now in Discord, but like they made my banner because I saw like they were sharing like the art that they do in my photos section, and I was like, man, I really like the way they do colors and stuff. So I was like, hey, would you be willing to make a banner for me? And I gave them I looked up what the dimensions and stuff that work best for it, and I wanted it to also like be in a way where like, because I'm trying to think ahead, I have it to where like when you look at it, because most people are going to probably use their phones for this, which is what I'm learning is it is pretty much phones and tablets. So I have it like designed where it looks good when it's on a phone, and then if for some, and like even all the way up to looking at it from the TV, it's set up to where it looks smooth and it's nice, but nothing looks like it's like if you lose a section of it, it's still nice to look at, and you don't look at it and you're like, this is hard to appreciate. And like I said, I liked how the way they use their colors in their art, and so I came up with the general concept of it, and I was like, and now I will leave the rest of this to you, and you will make this pretty. And damn it, I think they did a good job in trying to make it look pretty. I just really like it. So like that's like the most that I think I would probably get from people is like I will ask them to do things. Oh, and I think I did pay them. Like it wasn't like I just took their art and it's like now mine forever and they got nothing out of it other than like sharing a name. But yeah, so like I did that, and like that's like the most that I might do is I might just be like, hey, can you do like something small for me? But like, and I think if it comes to like thumbnail stuff, I probably wouldn't do that for a long ass time because I don't think I'm at a point where it makes sense for me to do that. I just don't think it is. But yeah, but okay, so I think now I was gonna say, so like if y'all look, I might even send like a picture of this team. And you know what? That's actually a good idea. Why don't I do that? Hold on a second. Okay. Got that picture for later. I'm gonna see if like, yeah. So I'm gonna see if there's like, like, and I'm trying to get it also where I want to get more people involved in like doing stuff. But yeah, like if there's any mons that you guys are like seeing here that you would want to see used in the future, like soon, definitely say something. Say what you would want to see. And I guess for people that are here now or in the future, whatever. Oh geez, my headphones hurt. All right. So yeah, Discord, and a functional link of the Discord is in the description. I don't know when the next time I'll be on. There's a chance it could be tomorrow, and if I'm on tomorrow, to be Tui. If not, it probably wouldn't be until like Saturday evening because I got something I got to do on Friday. Sunday usually is for the wife, and then we'll see how the rest of that week goes. But I am going to officially hop off now, though. I will see you all in the future. And I think, what is today? Wednesday? I know Ivan Navi, who's been hanging out here, they're going to be doing DK 64 on Friday. And that's probably where I'm going to be at partially on Friday while I'm doing the stuff that I have to do. Because I'll try to listen in, but I probably won't be able to be active. But Yep, I'm gonna hop off. I'll see you guys in the future. Hopefully by like tomorrow. If not, then like probably Saturday would be the next time. Alright, but I am getting off for realsies this time. See y'all.